Hi everybody and welcome back to this MSE Live. So today I'm literally just going to be talking about results day and GCSEs and answering any questions that you've got. Obviously it's the GCSE Results Day week live launch. So yeah,
you don't want to skip this booking.com.
And yeah, I'm going to be answering any questions that you've got. So yeah, how's everyone feeling about Results Day? I know I haven't really thought about it, and then it kind of just hit me this morning that Results Day is literally in like 4 days. So that's like kind of mad. Like 4 days. I literally remember when GCSEs were in like 4 months, and now it's 4 days until Results Day. So yeah, let me know how you're feeling about it. I know a couple of people last time on the lives were talking about having nightmares and stuff about it. I mean, like touch wood, I literally haven't had any nightmares yet, and I haven't really been that good about it, but who knows, it's still 4 days away. Literally anything could change. Hello Liv 1, where's Liv 2? Liv 2 is actually downstairs, but she's with my other friends, so they're just chatting. She's actually back from NCS for a few days, which is really nice, so she's about. Hello Olivia, hi. Yeah, literally just any questions that you've got at all, just let me know. Results day is on my birthday. It's come so quick and I thought it would go slow. I'm not even thinking about it. Literally, I thought this summer would drag so much, and it's gone so fast. Like, I actually can't believe how fast it's gone. I was literally telling my mum in the car before, like, summer has gone so fast, and I thought it would drag and I'd be thinking about Results Day every single day. And since GCSE's finished, I haven't really thought about it. So. And to have a birthday on Results Day, I mean, it could go either way. You could get really good results and it's a really good birthday present, or even if you're not so happy, then at the end of the day, just forget about it. It's still your birthday, enjoy it, spend time with friends or family or whatever. Is your sister going into year 11? Yes, so she's literally the year below me, she's going into year 11, but she doesn't really like school, to be honest. I don't really think she's looking forward to doing GCSEs at all. She really likes horses and stuff, so that's kind of where she wants to go. So yeah, we are completely different. I'm feeling confident, but I'm nervous. But every time I wake up, I always think about Results Day and always prick a tear. What do you think that means? Honestly, I think you're just probably a bit nervous. Obviously, it is such a nerve-wracking time for everybody. And hopefully like these live streams and being able to talk to different people will help just like calm your nerves and realise that everyone is in the same boat and you literally can't do anything to change your grades. Like, you've done the exams, you've put in the hard work, and now it's literally just about waiting, and there isn't that much time to wait at all. What are you doing to celebrate Results Day? So far, I know I'm going to Nando's, and that's about it, to be honest. Probably just see my friends, chat to my family, but yeah, I'm not really having a party or anything. Are you taking your parents to get your results with you? Yeah, I feel like most people take their parents with them. I know I am. I don't know if my whole family's coming, but my mum's coming and my dad probably. And yeah, I'm going to take them. I'm probably film them as well. Like, as I'm opening my results, obviously I'll be filming it so I can upload it on YouTube. So yeah, literally, when that video goes on YouTube, so many people will have watched me opening my results, which is kind of nice. What are you hoping to get on Thursday? I feel like that is the one question that everybody always wants to know. Everybody always wants to know what I think I'm going to get in my GCSEs. Obviously, like, I can't predict what I'm going to get. Like, I can have a rough guess of what I'm going to get. To be fair, at the minute, I do think I'm going to get pretty similar to my mocks, like pretty similar grades. Obviously, I went higher in some subjects, and to be honest, I think I will get lower in some subjects like maths and Spanish, because those are the 2 subjects that I always struggled with. But yeah, I think probably just like pretty similar to my mocks, but literally anything could change. Like, grade boundaries are going to come out, and who knows what they're going to be like. Literally, I feel like you can't really predict anything at the minute. You know, majority of the time I see myself getting the grades I want. Well, at least you're staying positive, and hopefully you will get the grades you want. I feel like if you've commonly got like the same grade over and over again, then you're more than likely to get that, unless the grade boundaries do change so much. Then, but you know what, who knows, there's no point stressing about it because we literally can't control it. What subjects does your sister take? She takes everything I took, but she does art. What else does she do? She does art, PE, and history. So literally I didn't do any of those subjects. So she actually really loves history, which I find really strange because she hates most subjects, but she absolutely loves history and she's actually really good at it. So yeah, I didn't take history though. Do you regret taking any GCSEs? So if you've kind of like followed my like GCSE journey and like been on lives and stuff before, you'll know that I dropped music and that I didn't regret taking music. Like I took it, I got the experience, I got the knowledge, but I never really wanted to carry on with it. I dropped it at the start of year 11 and actually made like a full video on reasons why I dropped it. Obviously like dropping a GCSE is not something like you just do, like you have to really think about like the pros and cons, but there was so many more pros to me dropping music, like more time, like I was never going to get a good grade in music anyway because of the like exam and you had to literally learn so many words in another language and I couldn't do that with Spanish, so to do it in another language was just not going to work. So yeah, I do regret taking that kind of. I wish I'd taken something like food tech because I've got a lot of food intolerances, so I kind of know a lot about food and like nutrition and everything. And then I kind of wish I'd taken something like media because it was never really an option in my school, but it's definitely something that I would have taken if it was an option. Hi Liv, just came to say hi, then I have to go. Hi Harvey. Let's have a look. Do grade boundaries come out on Wednesday or Thursday? Grade boundaries come out at 6 a.m. on Thursday for AQA, I believe. That's what I've heard everywhere else, so I'm thinking that's what's going to happen, but yeah, that's what I've heard. Should you look at grade boundaries before you open your results? That's actually a really good question. I think I will look at grade boundaries just because I know what last year's grade boundaries were and I know kind of how many marks, like for those subjects I want to get 8s and 9s in, I know how many like marks I can drop and I kind of know how many marks I've dropped anyway because of like after the exams and sitting exams and stuff. But I think if it's going to stress you out, don't wake up at 6 and have to wait all the way to like 11 if you're only getting your results at 11. Like maybe just have a quick look at them before you go. I know I'm getting my results at 9:30, so I'll probably look at them at 6 to be honest and wake up to look at them then, just because I think, do you know what, why not? Let's just see what the grade boundaries are doing and probably just compare them to last year's, because if you compare them to last year's then you can see whether they're higher or lower and then you might be able to like judge some of your grades so you don't get too much of a shock when you open your piece of paper. I don't know, but I know I'm definitely going to be looking at them. Anyone who did AQA highly combined science, what do you think the grade band should be like? I did AQA triple science, but I know last year the grade band used for both combined and triple were half marks or like just over half marks was a grade 7, but that is actually like quite low if you think about it. So who knows what the grade boundaries will do this year, but hopefully, fingers crossed, they'll be the same. Which subjects do you feel like you've done really well in and the subjects you feel like you've done really bad in? Subjects I think I've done well in are English, drama and RE, just because they've always been my strong points. And the subjects I don't think I've done too well in are maths and Spanish, because they're just subjects I could never really grasp and never really do really. So I also think I've done quite bad in chemistry, but I was never going to do well in chemistry anyway. Let's have a look. It will stress me out if my parents are around, but they'll be in the school car park. That's actually quite a good idea. Like, just do whatever makes you comfortable. At the end of the day, your parents are going to find out your results either way, so you might as well be with you. And yeah, just do what makes you comfortable though. I'm fully waking up at 6 to see the grade boundaries. Yeah, literally same. What was your hardest subject? My hardest subject, I feel like subjects had like hard parts in different ways. Like for English literature, for example, it was really hard to learn 15 poems, and that was the hardest part of that GCSE. I found it a bit more easy to pick up like Macbeth, The Christmas Carol and Blood Brothers. But then maths I also found hard because I feel like no matter how hard I worked on it, like I just couldn't get my head around some things, and then maths was never really like my strong point. And then obviously Spanish, there was the amount of like vocab you had to learn and speaking questions, and even things like biology, the amount of different formulas you had to learn or like different names of stuff. I feel like every subject had like different parts of it that were hard. So I feel like all subjects were hard, but my hardest to do was probably Spanish because of the amount we had to learn, which is why I didn't really end up revising it that much, because it came to the point where I'd revised it that much and still could hardly speak Spanish. And I was like, do you know what? I am not going to learn Spanish in 3 months. So chemistry was easy for combined science. I don't even remember chemistry. I think it was quite hard for triple. I don't really remember. I just remember not being able to do it, to be honest. I struggle at maths, literally same. When are you picking your results up? I pick them up at 9:30. Will you make a GCSE results day meme video? I mean, if there's enough memes, then probably. I made one for, I think it was week 1 or week 2 of GCSEs, and it literally got so many views, and it was literally such a bad video as well, but I mean, I might do one. AQA geography was actually quite easy this year. I didn't do geography. Did anyone else do it? So I don't know. I don't really know anyone that did geography either. So, what time do grade banders come out? I think they come out at 6 a.m. for AQA. What was your hardest individual paper? My hardest individual paper, like before the exam, was English Lit with the 15 poems, because I was stressing out so much about not knowing the poems. But once I actually got into that exam, I realised I actually knew the content and it was in my head, and I just had to write it down. So I feel like it wasn't, like I made it out to be so much harder than it actually was. And don't get me wrong, like it is a hard exam, but I stressed out so much before that exam and got into the exam and I was completely fine. So I think my hardest subject, like paper sitting down, was probably like physics or chemistry, like paper 1 or 2, probably one of those, or maths probably, but the maths grade boundaries are really low, which explains why the papers are so hard. What does it feel like knowing you'll probably have to share your results with everyone? I feel like when I started sharing results on YouTube and started sharing my GCSE journey on YouTube, I feel like at that point I decided I was going to share like my school journey and my GCSE journey. Obviously I've already shared all my mock results, which yes, they're not GCSEs, but they were mock GCSE results, and I shared them with everyone. And obviously in that video you can see like I do get like 3s in some subjects and like 9s in other ones. Like I'm not a grade 9 student all round, and I am a completely normal student that can go to school and do better in some subjects than the others. So I feel like from all my previous videos of like showing that I am just a normal student and I do get normal grades, that I am going to get a mixture of results on results day. So I feel like the stress of getting all 9s or all 8s and being like the perfect student is kind of gone. So yeah, I mean, people are still going to say stuff, and like I know that, but at the end of the day, they're my results and I can't really change them. Yeah, 8th grade comes out at 6 a.m. and NXL comes out at 9 a.m. apparently. I'm pretty sure I read that on Instagram somewhere as well. I found chemistry paper 2 so good. I literally can't remember it, honestly. I just know I'm not good at chemistry, so. How can your school open so late for results day? Mine opens at 7:30. Wow, that is really early. Mine come out at 8. Wow, even that is early. 8:30. I feel like my school's really late now. But to be fair, some people get them at 11, which is even later. Physics had so much maths, definitely. Like those physics papers, like I thought the maths papers were over, and then I opened my last physics paper and I was like, wow, should have done some more maths. Languages are so hard. I feel like the grade badges are so high. Literally, the Spanish grade boundaries were always so high compared to like maths grade boundaries. Like you could literally get 14 marks across like on all 3 maths papers, like 14 on each, and pass. But for Spanish, you literally had to get like 50 marks on like papers and to literally just pass. Like it was mad. Biology paper 2 literally had no context. Literally, like where was the biology paper 2 content? Literally, the spec, I looked at the spec afterwards and there's so much missing from that paper, but at the end of the day I suppose they can't put everything in, so maybe a lot of it'll be on next year's. I'll be in the line for November resits for maths. Literally everybody says that, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to pass maths and do it absolutely fine, so do you know what, keep positive and you'll be fine. If you weren't going to musical theatre college, what A-levels would you be doing? I feel like everybody always asks me this question, and honestly I love musical theatre, so I would make sure I was going to a musical theatre college, but say if I didn't want to go down the musical theatre pathway, I probably think I'd do something like RA, philosophy, and like psychology or something, because I'm really interested in like those kind of subjects and stuff like that. So probably something along the lines of that. I definitely wouldn't do like maths or English or like any of the sciences. So I'm literally grabbing my results and opening them somewhere quiet so I can take it in and share them later when it's sunk in. Literally, I'm going to grab my results, open them somewhere quiet so I can film it. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it yet. I might just sit in the car, to be honest, and film my video there. Is it grade 2 and E? I'm not sure what letter it is, I just know that it's not a pass. Yeah, a lot of schools seem to be opening at 11 for result, or 10. Some schools open really early. Olivia, the spider is still there. Wow, this spider is going to get me in a minute. Maybe it can crawl all of my GCSE results and make them all into 9s, but that's never going to happen. I'm opening my results in a small corner where no one except my family can see me. You know what? At the end of the day, you literally don't have to share your results with any of your friends that you don't want to. I'll literally be walking into school, getting my results, saying hi to 1 or 2 teachers, and then leaving, because I literally hardly speak to anyone from my high school, literally about like 2 people. So yeah, I'm gonna walk in and walk back out. What are grade boundaries? I'm from Ireland. I guess it's really confusing for people that don't do GCSEs and they're listening to like GCSE conversations. Basically, grade boundaries. So when you sit an exam, say if the exam is out of, or like the whole, like you usually do 3 exams, but say the whole subject is out of 100 marks. Like 50 marks might be like a grade 7, like 80 marks might be like an 8. Basically, it just depends on how many marks you get. The grade boundaries are just how many marks there are in between each grade. So like how many marks there are between like a grade 5 and a 6. Like it depends how small or big the gap is. Because like sometimes there can literally be 1 or 2 marks between an 8 or a 9 or a 7 and an 8. But other times there can be like 50, 60 marks, literally depending on how many marks it's worth between grade boundaries. I did 8th grade Spanish GCSE, and was it just me or was the higher exam too long for 3 short questions? I feel like with the Spanish exams this year, I literally finished and was just sat there waiting. I feel like they give us way too much time for the like the amount of questions they asked us. AQA physics was really hard. Yeah, it was. Wow, some people only get results of 12. Liv, it's good to not get all 9s because it shows what subjects are your strengths and which ones are your weaknesses. Literally, that is what I say all the time. I'm just a normal student. I'm going to get normal grades. And yeah, everybody's got strengths and weaknesses. So hopefully it makes everybody else feel okay and like they're normal and part of this all as well. Let's have a look. Did you do AQA English language? And if yes, how was it? Yes, I did AQA English language. You have to do it, I think the speaking exam is part of the language exam. I'm not sure, but I remember we had to write a speech and perform it. Language was okay this year, but I heard lots of stuff about the mark schemes getting mixed up or something like that, or the mark schemes were really bad and vague, and it literally just like does depend on who marks your exam. I feel like English language can be interpreted in so many different ways, so it can be quite hard when it comes to marking and grade boundaries and everything like that. But yeah, it was good. It wasn't too hard. I feel like we never really concentrated on that a lot because we were always doing English literature stuff. So yeah, hopefully I do okay in it though, because it's one of the ones that you have to pass. I've already got 3 GCSEs and I'm just need 7 more. Yeah, a lot of people do sometimes take them in year 10. We were meant to take English literature in year 10, and I remember talking about it on YouTube, and then people were like, why aren't you taking your GCSE? And I was like, because school literally turned around 3 months before the exam. I'm like, yeah, you're not doing it anymore. And I was like, do you know what? Fair enough, because we didn't know the poems anyway. AQA Spanish was way too hard. It was. It actually was. What's your summer in the city vlog? Who are you most excited to meet? Honestly, I didn't really go to meet any YouTubers, like in particular. I just went to meet friends and be able to speak to like different subscribers that were there. It was really good to take photos with people and just chat to people in real life, because it's so much different than talking to somebody over a camera or like on a live or on a video. So it's just really nice to meet everybody. And there's also winter in the city now, which is in Birmingham. So hopefully I'll be going there as well. Let's have a look. When are the grade bands released? 9 or 6, depends on what exam budget you are. 6 for AQA, 9 for EdXL. OG, what did you think of the hard top story in AQA language paper 1? I don't remember. I remember it being really weird. I remember there being a lot of backlash about it on like Twitter and Instagram. But honestly, I don't really remember the story. I just remember that he wasn't a very nice person. But yeah, I remember there's a massive like thing about that, and everyone was talking about it on Twitter. Everyone was talking about it on Instagram, and everyone was like, "AQA can't do this," and yeah, it was a bit weird. AQA French was really difficult. Yes, I heard that because a lot of my friends did French. I feel like a lot of people do Macbeth, and I think that's like the most common one to do, or Romeo and Juliet. I feel sorry for everyone that did the Macbeth question that was about the porter. I know there's a lot of backlash on that as well, because he is literally not a big character in it at all, and nobody was really expecting it. How the English lit exams? What else was weird in the lit exams? I feel like all the questions were quite fair. There was nothing unexpected. Yeah, the only complaint I heard was about the porter question for Macbeth, but I think that might have been EdXL. I don't think that was AQA. Unseen Poetry and Frankenstein wasn't the greatest for EdXL. All Unseen Poetry was actually really good, and the poem we had to compare, the 2 unseen poems we had to compare were really good as well. I remember that. I remember my Blood Brothers question was really good, and yeah, I think it was a good exam. No one can predict. You can't predict. Yes, I can't predict how my exams went. Well, I know like roughly how they went, but I can't predict what grades I'm going to get. I can't predict your grades. If I could predict the grades, then I would be doing it. But unfortunately, it's not something I can do. I did AQA language and found it really good. Yeah, I don't think it was that bad this year, to be honest. AQA Macbeth, no quarter scene. If they had given us that for AQA, then I literally don't know what I would have done. Like, it would have had to be a theme question. I don't know how people did it, to be honest. I'm going into year 11 in September. Any tips? Tips for year 11 would just be, don't stress too much, because I feel like a lot of people go into year 11 in the mindset that they're going to be stressing, which makes them stress even more, or makes them feel like they're stressing even if they're not stressing. I feel like that's just a typical like stereotype of mindset around year 11, that you should be stressing all the time and it should be really stressful. And if you're not stressed, then you're not revising enough. But I think just going to year 11, revising, like do little bits at a time, don't cram, don't do 8-hour days. Like revision is about quality over quantity. It's about the amount of revision you can get done in a small amount of time. It's about how much information you take in. It's not about how long you can revise for. It's not about how long you can sit at a desk and write flashcards for. You could sit at a desk for 8 hours and write flashcards all day if you wanted to. It doesn't mean you're going to learn a thing. So definitely consider different revision techniques that you're going to be using, or consider like different times you're going to be working. So don't revise. I didn't used to like revising slap bang in the middle of the day. I thought that's when I was least productive. So find when you're most productive. I was either most productive at like 6 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning, which I know sounds really early, but if you get up and get your revision done either before school, which I used to like to do, or you get it done like even on a weekend and wake up early. I used to like to do that, or I used to like to do it at night time. So I'd start revising around 8 o'clock and I'd revise sometimes literally until 12, but I'd never stay up and make myself tired. Like I'd just do, if I was like feeling really productive, then I'd carry on revising. But yeah, consider like different revision techniques, consider how long you're going to revise for, consider when's best to revise for, and yeah, it's all about the quality over quantity. A lot of schools, it's compulsory to take a language. My school, we could choose whether we took a language, but there was a pathway. We basically had 3 different pathways. So the first pathway, we could choose either a language or history or geography. And then the second pathway, I think that was the same as well. You had to choose either a language or history or geography. So I chose Spanish. I probably would have taken maybe like history or geography. Probably not geography actually, maybe history. I don't know, I probably wouldn't have taken Spanish again though. Or if I had, I would have made sure like I started revising literally from when I was born, because I feel like you have to be a really good speaker in Spanish. I literally cannot pick up languages at all. We have to take a language. See, a lot of people would have just not liked that in my school, because I feel like not a lot of people really like languages. I feel like you either love languages or you hate it, literally. What was your year 11 revision routine? So I feel like I had a pretty like standard day, and my revision was pretty much the same like nearly every day leading up to GCSEs, and then in GCSEs it was literally the same every single day. So during GCSEs I would usually like wake up around like 6, revise. If it was a morning exam, I'd literally revise until had to go to school and sit the exam. If it was an afternoon exam, I'd usually do a bit of revision, go to school, do a bit more revision, then sit the exam. Then I'd come home from school, revise a bit more, take a little break, and then I'd usually go live on YouTube, and then I'd edit the vlog that I'd filmed that day so I could upload it the next day, and then usually sometimes do a bit more revision. It depends how long it would take me to edit, and then I'd literally go to bed and wake up at like 5 or 6 again to either revise or edit. That was like my standard day. And then prior to GCSEs, I just revised. Like I had different timetables every week. I never had the same timetable that I did every week, because my week changed so much and the things I was doing changed. I always stayed in school till 4:30, so I always revised an hour after school every night, because there was classes on, or we could stay to work in the library. So I always stayed until 4:30, because at least then I knew I'd at least done an hour if I hadn't woke up early in the morning and like revised. But sometimes I try and do that in so I could just get it in. But yeah, I suggest if there is stuff your school is offering for after school, definitely stay, take the extra work, take the extra classes. I stayed like twice a week for maths. I'd sometimes stay like biology, chemistry, physics. And yeah, I find it so much easier if you do stay in school because you're still in that environment, you're still in a school environment, you're a lot more productive and motivated. I was personally, so that's why I was always in school till then. But yeah, I think that's a big tip as well. Like, if you can stay in school, try and stay in school and just revise for an hour because like revising an hour every day literally could be the difference between like a grade in like a subject. Let's have a look. What A levels are you doing? I don't know if I've talked about it in this video. I don't think I have. I'm going to a musical theatre college in London. I'm doing a musical theatre for 2 years, which is the equivalent of 3 A levels. I think it's like an extended diploma in musical theatre or something. But yeah, it's basically the equivalent to 3 A levels. I sing, act and dance every day. I go to college 5 days a week. And yeah, I'm really excited. How different is year 11 from year 10? Obviously, it's a lot different. You've got a lot more exams, but I feel like exams can be seen as something really scary. But I feel like it gets to the point where it's like, oh, I've got an exam today. Like you just get used to going into exams and being in like an exam environment, and so it's different in that way. I feel like teachers care about you a lot more. Like I feel like we got really close to the teachers because the amount of time we spent with them. Like we spent lunchtime revising with them, after school revising with them. I feel like there's just a lot more work, but then you obviously finish. Well, we got study like time in May, so that's kind of when I finished school. So yeah, it's definitely a lot different, but it's nothing like you can't handle, and teachers are a lot more supportive, so that's kind of a benefit of it. Best of luck on results day. Thank you. The RS exams at Excel were a blessing. I absolutely loved my RE exam. RE and RS is the same. RE is religious education and RS is religious studies. My school's just all called RE, so that's just what I call it. But yeah, the Excel ones, I absolutely love them. I really love sitting them because I feel like the D questions, which are the 12 to 15 mark questions, were just really good. Like you could literally argue so much for and against them, and they're literally to do with like the world and like changing things, and like they're just really good exams. If you can take RS and it's a like or if it's compulsory, then obviously take it and love it. But if it isn't compulsory and you can choose, definitely choose to take it. I would have chosen it if it wasn't like compulsory, but yeah, definitely choose it 'cause it's really, really good. A blessing in RS. We got blessed by God with good exams. Do you need to pass your drama exam to go to Emildale MT College or not? And will you still do vlogs about college, as I'd love to see us? So yeah, I don't need to pass drama exam because it's not really got anything to do with musical theatre. I feel like they don't really, basically like 5,000 people, 4,000 to 5,000 people audition and only 40 get in. So I literally don't have to pass any of my GCSEs to get into the college. I'm literally already in. Obviously, if I fail maths and English, then I do have to resit it, but I can resit it at the college and I can still go to the college. And no, I don't have to pass drama. I mean, if I failed it, then like I don't think that they wouldn't like kick me out or say anything, but I really hope I don't fail drama. I would really love to get an 8 or a 9, like preferably a 9. I would love a 9 in drama, but we'll just see what happens. Let's have a look. Olivia, is your college coursework based or is it all practical? So most of it is practical, so every single day, our days like 8 or half 8 to like 6 or half 6 or something like that, Monday to Friday. And then one night a week we have to go to an actual college and do written work, but it's literally just like an hour or two. So yeah, it's definitely just like fully practical. Obviously, we still have to do things like logbooks and everything, but we don't sit in a classroom all day and watch people sing on like YouTube or watch people dance. Like, we actually get up and do it ourselves. How does your family feel about you moving out? So obviously, I don't live in London. I don't really live anywhere near London, even though I seem to be always there at the minute. But my family, I've kind of just always said I wanted to go to a musical theatre college in London at 16. So I feel like my family's kind of always expected me to do it because I've always said I was going to do it. And then when I got in, it was like, wow, I'm actually going to go and do this. Obviously, like, they're going to miss me, but I am still going to see them. FaceTime exists, Skype exists. Like, there's so many ways of contacting them. Like, I can pick up the phone and text them. So I feel like I'm still going to see them. And obviously, they're going to miss me, but I've always wanted to do it. So they're not really going to stop me. Let's have a look. I actually really enjoyed year 11, apart from the exams, because teachers were more relaxed and didn't really care what we did, so we could walk around school. Literally, my school was so chilled out when we were in year 11. Like, I remember we could literally walk around school and nobody was saying anything to us. Like, sometimes, like, we'd always get out of PA. They never used to make us do PA. We could just revise, but nobody would really revise. Everyone would just chat, to be honest, which wasn't great. And then, like, a teacher would come over and we'd pretend to be, like, talking about I remember we were all chatting one time and a teacher came and stood behind us, so we all just started saying Macbeth and a Christmas Carol quotes, and then they were like, what revision are you doing? And we were like, oh, we're just saying quotes to each other, which we really weren't. But yeah, I feel the school's a lot more relaxed in a way, but then they were also putting a lot of pressure on you. I feel like it's just about getting that balance. Religious, ethical, philosophical, I can't even say that word, studies. We did philosophy and ethics as part of our RE course. So we did Catholic Christianity, Judaism, and philosophy and ethics, and those were our three kind of areas of study. And I really enjoyed the philosophy and ethics side of it, and really it's a completely different religion. And then Catholic Christianity was just the religion we had to study. That was our main religion. So that paper was an hour and 45 minutes, and then the other two papers were 50 minutes long. Let's have a look. Is it true you have to study RE to a certain age, even if you don't do a GCSE in it? I feel like some schools don't even do RE. They do like humanities, I think it's called. My school was a Catholic school, like a Christian school, so we did have to do RE, and it was always compulsory. But that's kind of what you sign up for when you go to a school like that. I'm not sure if every school does it. I've got people that go to just normal schools or like Church of England schools, and I think they just do something called humanities. So I don't really know. Will you be doing a reflection vlog after GCSEs? I've not really thought about it, but I suppose it would be good to just do a video and sit down and talk about the grades I've got, how much work I did to get those grades, and any tips I would give for if I would want to do something different or go back and change something. So maybe I'll do that. Do you think you will go to another college after going to Emildale for 3 years, the 3-year uni, or stay there? At this point, I really don't know. So basically, I'll do 2 years in college, and then I'll go to like uni for 3 years. So after my 2-year course, I can decide whether I want to stay on. At EDA, obviously, I will have to re-audition and go through the whole process again. Or there are so many different colleges in London. You can go to at 18, you just can't go to them at 16. So I really don't know. I feel like a lot changes in a year, so a lot will change in 2 years. So I think I'm just going to see what's happening in the industry, the musical theatre industry, and that whole dance industry in general is changing constantly all the time. And so I don't want to set my heart on one school and then in 2 years down the line it's not got a very good reputation. Like I'd rather just keep a lot of my options open and yeah, just see what's happening in 2 years and make a decision then. What time are 8th grade group lunches out? 6 a.m. I feel like everybody always asks that. Did your teacher stress you out about exams? I feel like they did at first, and then they realised that they were stressing us out too much during mocks. I feel like everybody cried all the way through mocks, and it wasn't great. And they were like, we probably shouldn't be stressing them out this much. So then they kind of, in the end, they did have a really good balance of being friendly and putting enough pressure on us. I feel like our class teachers were really good at helping us like get through exams and helping us like with different past papers and trying to help us predict what was going to come up on papers. I know my RE teachers predicted what would come up on the papers and they got it like 80% correct. It was really strange, but to be fair, the topics they guessed hadn't come up in the previous 2 years or on the specimen papers, so they were bound to come up anyway. So yeah, I feel like the teachers did stress me out a little bit, but in the end it wasn't actually that bad. Do you feel nervous to start your course in drama? I'm going to do an animal management course and I'm worried that I might not want to work in that field when I'm older. I feel like when you choose a course like musical theatre and you're paying to go to the college and you're paying to live in London and you've managed to get yourself a place, because obviously it's so hard to get a place, I feel like you know that's what you want to do when you're older and that's the industry you want to go into. So I'm not necessarily nervous to change my mind and think, oh, I actually don't want to do musical theatre anymore, because there's always different options that I can do. Like there's TV and screen, there's cruises, I like want to go to Disneyland. Like there's so many different options I can take from having so much experience in singing, acting and dancing. Like obviously I'm nervous to start my course because it's going to be really hard, it's going to be really intense, but I'm really excited to begin like my theatre adventure and go into like it's going to help me in the industry in the future. And in terms of like you wanted to do animal management, like at the end of the day, like if you do animal management and absolutely hate it, there are so many other options that you can do at the end of it. Like I think just do what you want to do in the moment and just see where it takes you. I know my sister wants to go to a like horse college where she'll do horse care. I'm not really sure what the actual course is called, but I know it's to do with like helping horses and horse riding and stuff. So she obviously will be limiting herself to that, but at the end of the day, that could lead her somewhere else, and there's obviously different options she could take. Like she could always do a different course in uni, or like do different like retake A levels, or you know, like there's always something that you can do. Let's have a look. Yeah, people are asking again what A levels. I think, like I said before, just philosophy, RE, psychology, like along those lines, like nothing to do with maths or English or like sciences, because I find like the other side of it a lot more interesting, like RE, philosophy, yeah. Do you know Geraldine from Emily Summer School? Yes, I actually do. I'm confused as to what a grade 9, what is a grade 9 really? A grade 9 is basically an A*, which is kind of confusing because like when you go into an interview and you sit down, you'll be like, oh, I got a grade 9, and they'll be like, what's that in letters? And you're like, an A*, and yeah, I don't really understand why they changed it all. So, Olivia, I'm really nervous for results. Honestly, just at the end of the day, there's literally nothing you can do. Everything is out of your control, which is why I think I'm not really that nervous about it at the minute. Maybe like the night before I might be, but I feel like because it is out of your control, you just kind of have to let go of it. Like, you've put in the work, you've done the time and the exams, like, you've been through the whole process, you've been to school for 5 years in high school, and it is all out of your control. So just sit back, wait for results day, and yeah, hopefully that'll try and like calm your nerves a bit. The grade boundaries for maths are probably going to be sky high. Honestly, if the grade boundaries for maths go up any more than last year, then I don't know, that'll be kind of bad. The grade boundaries usually go up by a bit each year. It's down to how this year's people did in the papers. Yes, literally, it just depends what our year as a whole did, how the whole country did. Yeah. I really hope maths grade boundaries don't change too much. Literally same. I just want to pass maths and do well in maths, because I feel like no matter how hard I worked in maths, I can never get above a 5. And I always wanted to get a 7. I was like, no, I'll get a 6. And I was like, no, I'll get a 5. And I'm like, do you know what? I just want to pass maths at this point. I seriously do not know what I'll get, because I literally don't even remember my maths exams at all. Let's look. Yes, grade boundaries are released the morning of results day at 6 a.m. for A grade and 9 a.m. for EdXL. I feel like everybody's just more thinking about grade boundaries at the minute than GCSE results. Liv, what are your favourite musical theatre songs? At the minute, like, they literally change all the time, but I'm loving different musicals like Six, Come From Away, Waitress, Wicked. Like, literally the songs that I like change every single day. I need a 5, but I'd love a 6 in maths. Literally same, like, I don't need a 5, but I'll probably get like a 4 or a 5, but I'd love a 6, but I probably don't think that's going to happen. What time are you getting your results? I'm getting them at 9:30. Do you think 2 weeks of revision is enough for English Lit? 2 weeks of revision, like in total for English Lit, probably not, because there is a lot of content. Like for AQA, I have to do Macbeth, A Christmas Carol, Blood Brothers, and 15 poems. And I think I found the Macbeth, Christmas Carol, and Blood Brothers bits so easy because I did so much revision for them. I knew like all the characters, all the themes, but I think I really liked it because I found it really interesting and I really enjoyed studying them. And just, yeah, try and find something that interests you in it. 6 is the best. Yes, it literally is. It's not even been on the West End that long, but it's such a good musical, and it's good for history as well. It's about Henry VIII and his 6 wives, hence why it's called 6. And Henry VIII isn't in it. It's just literally the 6 wives, and that is the whole cast. It's such a good show. Can your teachers see individual results before you get there? I think they get a class list of everybody and their results. But they're not going to tell you your results before you open like your results yourself. And yeah, revision is just about quality and not quantity, but I do think for English Lit, the more you do, the better you will get and the more information you'll retain. Like, I revised English Lit from the end of year 10 until like year 11, and I just did bits all the time. So say if I think we finished Macbeth at the like halfway through year 10 or maybe the end of year 10, and I just kept going back over it and just making sure I knew everything, or even just like listening to a podcast on Macbeth or listening to videos from Mr. Bruff that he was doing. It literally triggers like your memory so much, and you'll just keep remembering it and just keeping it fresh in your mind. Let's have a look. I still need to go stationery shopping. I still need to go dance shopping. Is that a thing? Dancewear shopping, that's it. I literally have no dancewear at the minute because everything I do have, I need to get new stuff. And I have so much to get, so I'll definitely have to do like a little dance haul because I need like leotards and tights and ballet shoes and character shoes and tap shoes and jazz shoes and literally everything. I literally have nothing. I did a massive stationery haul last year as well, so I'm kind of sad that I can't do a stationery haul this year because I used to love going out and buying stationery. It was literally the best thing ever. Predict your results. Honestly, I think they'll just be quite similar to my mock results, to be honest. Yeah. I still need to get a diary. I have been using my calendar on my phone, and that has really helped me stay organised. And then obviously do I have a diary? I think I have one. I don't think I use it though. I use it sometimes. I just use one on my phone because I've always got my phone with me. For English Lit, all I did was revision is revise quotes and write practice questions. I did that, to be honest. I just revised quotes and themes and characters and did a lot of practice questions, like a lot of practice questions. Yeah, when I go to college, I live with a host family. So you basically just go with the family and yeah, you live by yourself, basically. You don't really got anybody else with you. You just got you and the host family. So yeah. Do you have to do work for your drama school over the summer? No, but I have just been like running to keep up fitness, going to dance lessons in London and practicing singing. Yeah. Also, this live will be streaming until 10 p.m. tonight, so do make sure to stick around after I end this very, very shortly. But yeah, we will be streaming live until 10 p.m. There'll be loads of interesting and amazing stuff coming up, so do make sure that you stick around and also share it on your Instagram stories because it really does help and everybody can come and chat and yeah. I've invested in stationery for the first time. I absolutely love stationery. The amount of stationery I still have is ridiculous. I think I'm just going to give it all to my sister and be like, hey, Joe, you love the stationery, enjoy it. But yeah, I feel like you get a lot of stationery for year 11. You go through so many pens and everything. So yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching this live stream. MSE will be carrying on streaming live until 10 p.m. So do make sure to stick around and I will chat to you all very, very soon.
Went much better than I expected. And that glossy paper, AQA are spoiling us. I never have to do a GCSE exam ever again. Summertime! That exam was so difficult. Cool, like, why should criminals be put in prison? Like, where else are they meant to go? We've got this. Summer! Yeah! It's summer! And I couldn't be happier. I really didn't think the exam season was going to be how it was. What is the point of stressing over it and getting worked up over it? Because I can't change it. I can't go into the exam hall and do it all over again. So I'm going to be living my best life this summer.
It's time for games.
Here we go. I will be about the way. Right.
I'm so excited. I put a shirt on.
Oh, man.
Nando's. How cheeky. Is that still a thing? Is that still a thing, or am I about 3 years out of the meme?
I haven't heard anyone speaking about Nando's very recently.
Got to think what happened to the dinosaurs and what happened. Oh, we got one in. We got one in.
Yeah, but we haven't got two in. The answer then was the devil wears the devil wears Prada.
What's your favourite Disney movie?
Disney
Move
movie.
me with your favourite Disney movie.
Get number 3 down.
Out of there.
Down. Out the way.
So this game is food zoomed in.
You know it's a food, you know it's zoomed in, you know what it looks like when it's very zoomed in. Just give it some go.
Yeah. Guys, keep guessing.
Come on. Like think with your eyes.
Yeah. Use your eyes.
Really look into the word.
Look into the word.
Into the word. Into the word.
On a yacht like those people are in the water.
Yeah.
If it is water, don't want to give any hints.
If it is water, I don't know.
Could be a massive blanket. Massive blue blanket.
That went decent. It was great.
I'm so grateful for that exam.
English was actually pretty good.
You decided to give us a very solid question.
Brilliant exam.
So fingers crossed for that grade 8. Maybe even a grade 9.
Basically, the extract was just really irrelevant.
I haven't done Islam since like one lesson in year 10.
My calculator decided to go into some weird mode.
Panic, chaos. That story was messed up.
The fire alarm goes off and the bell stops and they don't let us out.
A C question on Advent. Who knows any quotes about Advent?
Or the irrelevant characters.
It was okay.
I thought it went okay. I thought it went quite good, to be fair.
But I was thinking it's kind of semi-semi.
Some of the questions were a little bit weird.
I might have failed it, but I never have to do it again. Oh wait, if you do fail it, you have to do it again.
The invigilator kept staring at me, and every time I looked up at him, he wrote something down. Okay, Steve, why?
It was a weird paper.
The one exam I thought I would do good in, I don't think I did.
Actually awful.
The worst test I've ever done, maybe.
So bad.
I'm dead too, by the way.
Oh no, I hated it.
Oh my god, it was as horrible as I was expecting. I failed tech.
I'm just glad the mess is finished, first of all.
For once, I didn't run out of time on it.
But f it, summer's here and we're done.
Yeah, it is already on fire because I was burning it. Flashcards can now be burnt.
My GCSEs are...
Time to celebrate!
1 week until GCSE Results Day.
Am I confident about my GCSE results? No.
This time flew quick.
Hi kids. Ooh, I'm grounded. I'm grounded and I have green hair.
So I'm feeling quite nervous for results day just because I don't really remember doing the exams.
It's been a long wait. It's been I think it's been about 7 weeks. A long time, let's just see it.
I don't even know really what to say. I'm so incredibly nervous. I keep having dreams that I'm failing subjects.
And the whole summer I've been putting off thinking about my results. I'm not feeling positive at all.
To try and calm myself down throughout the time, I've actually started doing puzzles again.
I'm absolutely bricking it now. I always said that I wouldn't mind and what will be, but I worked so hard for the exams and they could just come out awfully.
I think it's going to be fine. I'm hoping it's going to be fine. Yeah, I'm going to go pick up my results with my friends and then I'm going to Nando's. Maybe I can show them my results and if I failed, they might give me a job, hopefully. I have my maths revision on my wall. See you at November resits. When you're doing your GCSEs next year, it's worth it. It's worth all the struggle because it's a good summer. You're going to have a good time.
Hi guys, so we have joined Olivia. And she's been doing an amazing hour with you guys already, chatting about GCSE Results Day, which is coming up so soon now, as you guys know.
Only, what is it, 5 days away now?
Yeah, I think so. So as you guys already know, this is our Results Season 2019 live launch here at MSE, and we have loads coming up for you guys. You've seen a snippet of some of the videos that we've had from our GCSE reaction team, and you saw a little bit of Brooke as well there.
Yeah, there was also a little bit of a preview of the games because we had a highlights reel from the games we had last week, and they got quite intense at times. They were quite difficult, but you guys sort of made it through them, and we've got another game coming up tonight towards the end of the stream, so make sure you stay tuned for that one.
Yeah, don't miss that. That's going to be amazing. I actually really like this one.
I think this is a really good game. I'm excited to see what you all think of it.
It looks really fun. So we're just going to chat to Olivia for a little bit longer, just see how she's feeling, and then we'll let her go and get on with the rest of the live. So, Olivia, how are you feeling then? Have you got any emotions running through your head at the moment?
I feel like a lot of people are really nervous, and don't get me wrong, like I think I'll be nervous like the night before, but I feel like I've done the exams, I've put in the work, I've just kind of forgotten about them. Literally, I can't even remember sitting, like before somebody asked me a question about my maths exam and I was like, I do not remember sitting my maths exam at all. I feel like you just kind of block it out and forget about it, and then I kind of just face it on the day. But yeah, I feel like I'm just pretty relaxed. Like my results are out of my hands now. It's like my results are literally on a piece of paper and I'll literally get to find out what I've got so soon. So
yeah, exactly. Like if you know you've done what you can, then honestly there's
not much you can do. And I feel like even if you're feeling like it maybe didn't go so well, there's not really much, like there isn't anything you can do now, so just try and put it out of your mind.
I just want to say as well that obviously it has just gone 8 o'clock, But at 9 o'clock and on every hour as well, through the week, on the hour, every hour, we're going to be having subject o'clock.
Yeah.
So we will basically, on the hour, have another roll call, but to do with that subject. And tonight's is going to be physics.
Yeah, so make sure you get your physics emojis ready. And on the hour, you can send us your physics emojis to let us know that you're there, so we can do the roll call like we've been doing.
Yeah. So Olivia, do you have any plans for after you've collected your results?
I think I'm just going to collect my results and then obviously like film a GCSE video of like saying my results, because obviously a lot of people have followed me through my GCSE journey and kind of want to know what I've got. And then I think I'm going to go to Nando's with a few of my friends.
Oh yeah, get the free
and
Nando's.
then yeah, that'll probably just be it.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I'm trying to remember back to when I got my GCSEs.
Yeah.
It was a weird day. I think like everyone had loads of emotions and sorry guys, we're just I think Olivia's reconnecting. We'll get that back as soon as we can. We're just having, it looks like there's poor network connection. I'll carry on talking to you guys anyway, and she'll be back very shortly. Yeah, I mean, GCSE day.
I don't think I can.
Yeah.
I can kind of remember I got the paper and I was a bit disappointed about my maths grade because I really wanted to get an A, but I got a B. Which was still, it was a good grade, so I was happy with it, but I wanted to do maths at A level. And I needed an A, but because I was only a couple marks off, they let me do it. I kind of regretted them letting me do it because I wasn't very good at A level maths. But it worked out in the end. I did it for a year and then left it there.
That's good. We're just having a little look at the technical difficulty.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll get Olivia back soon.
It would be great if we could get her back, because we know that you got. I think we're sorted. So we were just chatting about what we did on GCSE Results Day. So what all of the stuff about going to like performance college sounds so exciting.
Yeah, I think it would be like really exciting to be able to do something that you're interested in all day kind of thing.
Yeah, and I know that other people are going to be asking about it a lot, like all through the time that you're there, because I know of people who went to performance college sort of like at the same age, and everyone is always so interested because everyone's stuck doing their like boring A levels, and then
there you are like having fun. Well, it's probably still going to be quite difficult at times, but you're having fun like dancing and singing and acting and everything all day.
So that'll be really exciting, and it'll be great content as well for your YouTube, obviously. Always thinking about that. So maybe have you got, just to, like round it up, one bit of advice for everyone who's watching at the moment who's going to be getting their GCSE results?
I know, obviously, like when people say to you, don't stress, like it automatically just think, yeah, well, I've already thought of that. But don't stress, because at the end of the day, everything is out of your control. Like, it's not like you can revise a bit more because you can't revise for results day. Obviously, you're getting your results from exams you've already revised for. Like, there is literally nothing you can do at all that's going to change it. So stressing about it, there's literally no point. Just try and keep yourself busy, and it's kind of like a out of sight, out of mind thing. Like, just keep yourself busy and just stay calm.
That's a really good bit of advice, definitely. Actually. Thank you, Olivia, for being on the live and doing an amazing hour before. We'll let you go, and good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll see you again soon.
Yeah.
From 7 a.m. in the morning.
So that will be only on MSE, so make sure you tune in for that if you'd like to see a bit of Olivia before results day. So we've got loads of you saying hi and all that kind of stuff. People are already putting ideas in for the subject o'clock, but make sure that you do that at 9, because that will be on the hour
roll call time,
just to see who is watching at that time. It's a very intense time for a lot of people, and hopefully these lives will give you a bit of light entertainment and also good information and advice.
Yeah. We've got a few people that are coming on a bit later on. So we've got Hello and Emily who will be joining us. So if you've got any questions for any other people that are going through getting their GCSE results, they were both on our GCSE reactions team. So make sure you stay tuned to be able to see them.
Yes, that'll be very soon. And of course, we mentioned earlier, we will have the usual games.
Yeah.
And we always like to finish on the games just for a bit of fun. So that will be at about 20 to 10. So yeah, loads of you in the comments, loads of you actually have been bringing up my results and stuff and A-levels. I should mention actually that you guys have been so supportive throughout my A-level journey and throughout all of the lives that you've been doing. We have questions. Obviously this is a GCSE thing, but I need to address it. So results day was great. It was a good day. Got into my uni, and since then I've been sorting out things like accommodation. I've already made a timetable for Welcome Week because you can like put in your information on the website. It creates one for you.
That's cool.
So I've had a little look at that and looked at the campus map again, although I've actually visited it twice now. So I know it quite well. So thank you guys for all of your well done messages, good luck messages, all that kind of stuff. It's really kept me going. So yeah, hopefully my advice to you has been as helpful as your good luck wishes to me. So we do have lots of different sort of questions coming up. It's hard to choose which ones. I don't miss A-levels, by the way, Isra. I not at all. I think the 2 years of doing them, it's now that it's over, I'm not really attached to it. Glad to see them go.
Yeah.
I think even though it was a great time and it was really fun just to bond with everyone before we leave, and a lot of people have started leaving, which is really sad. It was definitely the right time. I think I don't think I could have gone on any further with it. I think it was the right time. So let's get back to GCSEs then, because it is a huge week for you guys. So Finn, you said that you've already made a timetable for revision and fun stuff next year. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's really like on it. I don't think I actually made a revision timetable when I was doing my GCSEs, but for A-levels I made one and didn't stick to it that much.
Yeah, the thing with timetables is I think obviously towards the end of August you start getting really bored and you do stuff like that, and it's great, but I would always feel guilty if, like you, I didn't stick to it. And so I think what you should do is make a timetable of everything that's happening in that week and see where you have slots that are free. And instead of saying, right, I'm going to do physics here, I'm going to do maths here, I'm going to do RS here, and if I don't then I failed, it's more like I'm going to aim to do something in this block, and then whatever you do you can write it into the timetable afterwards. And so then at the end of the week or at the end of the month you can see visually what you actually did do.
Yeah, and then you can sort of use that to figure out what other revision you need to do. I think I found it was better for me because I had some subjects that were quite different. And so I thought it was quite good to, instead of like making a timetable and having to stick to it, I would see sort of what kind of type of revision I would be in the mood to do at that time, because sometimes you are really tired and don't want to have to be writing massive essays and things like that. So I just sort of made a note of maybe on the day the sort of things I thought I would go through, and like a revision checklist is really good if you're sort of, as you said, like going to feel guilty for not sticking to a timetable.
That's really good, because then it's all about like progress instead of like falling back. So if you do a list and you tick things off, you can see yourself progressing instead of having to cross things off that you haven't done. It just makes you feel bad about yourself, so you don't need that.
Lucy has asked, and Finn as well, have you got any tips for handling results day?
So handling the run-up, firstly, I would say just to really block it out of your mind, because it's not going to be a problem until the actual day. If you're scared about there being problems, you know, you're not going to find out until Thursday. And so just block it out until Thursday, and
just try and sort of do as much as you can.
It's easier said than done, but just distract yourself with doing your favourite things or catching up with a series that you haven't watched yet. catching up with your friends, because maybe you might be saying goodbye to a lot of your friends if you're going off to different places. So spend time with them, and maybe just acquire a new skill, learn something, maybe do some, something creative in the week leading up.
Play the piano, maybe.
Yeah, that would be a really good one,
or
actually.
the guitar. I always wanted to play like an instrument, but I was not very good, so this might be your time to sort of learn that new skill.
Yeah, it's never too late at all, just to like get creative.
And in terms of like results day itself, I would say if you can, you'll probably be quite nervous, so find it difficult to sleep. But if you can like sleep in, that's probably good, because you won't be thinking about the results and having the anticipation. And then like personally, I would say if you are nervous about getting the results, maybe don't open them around your friends, just because you don't want to sort of feel bad and like compare yourself to them, or like the other way around, you don't want them to then start comparing their results to yours, because it may make people feel bad when like they thought their results were good, then they've compared them to yours and now think that they haven't done so great. So yeah, I'd say that would be sort of the best thing to do.
View results day as a fun day. So I know for me, I basically kept results day in the week as, I'm busy. Like the whole week, if people would ask me, can you do this on this day? Or I'd go, sorry, no, it's results day, I can't do it, I'm already doing things. When in my head, I thought I was doing things the whole day. In reality, you go into school for about 20 minutes and then the day's like, that's it, that is actually it. So then for the rest of the day, literally have so much fun. If it goes in your favour, if your results are great, then amazing, celebrate, go out for lunch, see your friends, go out for a meal in the evening maybe, go out later. And if it hasn't gone the way you wanted it to go, then the best thing is probably to do all those things as well, instead of just staying at home alone.
If you need to like sort out enrolment with sixth form or something like that, then maybe you can sort those out and then go out and sort of have a bit of fun. I think that'd probably be quite a good thing to do.
So we're just going to have a quick interlude and show you the video now that we have got ready for you. So here it is.
I'm so excited, I put a shirt on.
Nando's, how cheeky. Is that still a thing? Is that still a thing, or am I about 3 years out of the meme?
I haven't heard anyone speaking about Nando's very recently.
Got to think, what happened to the dinosaurs? And what happened? Oh, we got one in! We got one in! Yeah, but we haven't got two in.
The answer then was the devil wears the devil wears Prada.
What's your favourite Disney movie? Move me with your favourite Disney movie.
Game number 3 down.
Out of there.
Down. Out the way.
So this game is food zoomed in.
You know it's a food, you know it's zoomed in, you know what it looks like when it's very zoomed in. Just give it some go.
Yeah. Guys, keep guessing.
Come on. Like think with your eyes.
Yeah. Use your eyes.
Really look into the word.
Look into the word.
Into the word. Into the word.
On a yacht like those people are in the water.
Yeah.
If it is water, don't want to give any hints.
If it is water, I don't know.
Could be a massive blanket. Massive blue blanket.
That went decent. It was great.
I'm so grateful for that exam.
English was actually pretty good.
You decided to give us a very solid question.
Brilliant exam.
So fingers crossed for that grade 8, maybe even a grade 9.
Basically, the extract was just really irrelevant.
I haven't done Islam since like one lesson in year 10.
My calculator decided to go in some weird mode.
Panic, chaos. That story was messed up.
The fire alarm goes off and the bell stops and they don't let us out.
A C question on Advent. Who knows any quotes about Advent?
Or the irrelevant characters.
It was okay.
I thought it went okay. I thought it went quite good, to be fair.
But I was thinking it's kind of semi.
Some of the questions were a little bit weird.
I might have failed it, but I never have to do it again. Oh wait, if you do fail it, you have to do it again.
The invigilator kept staring at me, and every time I looked up at him, he wrote something down. Okay, Steve, why?
It was a weird paper.
The one exam I thought I would do good in, I don't think I did.
Actually awful.
The worst test I've ever done, maybe.
So bad.
I'm dead too, by the way.
Oh no, I hated it.
Oh my god, it was as horrible as I was expecting. I failed tech.
I'm just glad the mess is finished, first of all.
For once, I didn't run out of time on it.
But f it, summer's here and we're done.
Yeah, it is already on fire because I was burning it. Flashcards can now be burnt.
My GCSEs are...
Time to celebrate!
1 week until GCSE Results Day.
Am I confident about my GCSE results? No.
This time flew quick.
Hi kids. Ooh, I am grounded. I'm grounded and I have green hair.
So I'm feeling quite nervous for results day just because I don't really remember doing the exams.
It's been a long wait. It's been I think it's been about 7 weeks. A long time, let's just see it.
I don't even know really what to say. I'm so incredibly nervous. I keep having dreams that I'm failing subjects.
And the whole summer I've been putting off thinking about my results. I'm not feeling positive at all.
To try and calm myself down throughout this time, I've actually started doing puzzles again.
I'm absolutely bricking it now. I always said that I wouldn't mind and what will be, but I worked so hard for the exams and they could just come out awfully.
I think it's going to be fine. I'm hoping it's going to be fine. Yeah, I'm going to go pick up my results with my friends and then I'm going to Nando's. Maybe I can show them my results and if I failed, they might give me a job, hopefully.
I have my maths revision on my wall. See you at November resits. When you're doing your GCSEs next year, it's worth it. It's worth all the struggle. Because it's a good summer, you're gonna have a good time.
And we're back, and we are joined by a very special guest. We have Halil.
Hi.
So he took his GCSEs this year as well, just like many of you, probably most of you. So let's begin by just asking, how are you feeling, just in general? What are your emotions for results day coming up?
Well, I kind of went through a journey. So at the beginning, when I just did my exam, I was like, yeah, I'll be fine. It went perfect. And halfway through, I'm like, But now I'm like, oh my god, what's happening? You know, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's like a roller coaster of emotion because the closer it gets, the more real it becomes, I suppose. So it's like...
And because you've had such a long gap between taking the exams and getting the results, you've had so much time to think about it, which probably isn't the best.
Get your questions in, by the way, as well, if you have anything to ask Halil, because what subjects did you take, by the way? What were your choice subjects?
My choice subjects was performing arts, history, media studies, business BTEC, and I think that's it.
Cool, okay.
Did you have a favourite subject like to take, or like one of the exams that you think went the best?
It's probably performing arts, because most of the exams were like the physical exams instead of like written papers, which I just find really boring.
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of people actually, they thrive with the more practical side of subjects.
That's
and
what I found.
It's a shame that GCSEs are so heavily based around exam papers because that's not what everyone's good at. And
but then after that, I guess it's quite good because that's the point where you can go and do a slightly more vocational, or like practical thing if you want to. So what is it you're planning on doing next year then?
Alright, so when I'm planning on going to college and to do a BTEC in performing arts.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so just carrying on basically the subject that you like the best.
Oh yeah, I've liked performing arts, and I think if you like a subject, then you just do well in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think here we've got, Leah has asked, will you be checking the boundaries at 6 a.m?
Oh, I didn't even know they came out at that time. No, I think I'll probably be sleeping. Until like the last second I have to leave to go get them.
What
time? I feel like I'll just be panicking the whole day.
Yeah. What time can you go in to get your results then? Because I know some people can go in early, some people aren't going until like 11.
I think my school's 10 a.m. and to go double check that.
Yeah.
But some of my friends said they're going to be there like 10 minutes early just in case they can get there quickly and leave.
Yeah, leave before everyone else arrives.
So actually on results day, once you've picked up the results and you've found out kind of what you've got, what are you planning on doing that day?
Well, I would either be calling my mum in surprise, or I'll be texting her with a sad emoji. And then after either way, me and my friends are gonna go to Nando's.
Yeah. See, everyone's saying that. I think Nando's have made a really good investment in giving people the free chicken, because that's everyone's plan. They're going to eat there, say, oh wow, this is amazing, and then go back. So
I'm jealous that I didn't get to have free Nando's on my results day, to be honest.
I really fancy a Nando's. I haven't had one for so long. It's been months. And
it would be good if I could.
Oh, I would absolutely love one.
Harvey's asking, is performing arts the same as drama?
Well, in my school, we actually did like the first year of drama, which was more exams, less actual coursework where you do like physical things.
Yeah.
And then one day my drama teachers came up and said, okay, I've applied to change it. Do you guys feel right with that? And then the whole class was like, yeah, sure. So instead of doing more exams, less physical work, we do more physical, like one exam.
Yeah.
Which I find it easier and better to do.
Yeah, it's really cool. I wish I could have done that actually, because I just did drama GCSE and it was weird having to sit down and actually do a drama GCSE paper.
Yeah, I did a BTEC in performing arts at like GCSE level. So when like I saw people were doing exams in drama, I was like, what is this?
It was really strange. Yeah.
So like, what sort of things do you know? What sort of things you'll be doing when you're at college doing performing arts then?
Well, I just thought it would be, well, when I did my first interview at the college, they said I would be doing like different, how can I say it? Different like steps of it. So I might be dividing a performance with a group and then go to the next one and do it by myself, do the next one, learn a monologue. But now I kind of think they changed it where I have to do a course of acting, a course of singing and a course of dancing, which I was surprised about.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'll be okay whatever happens. So I'm still excited.
Yeah. Do you enjoy sort of one aspect of that a little bit more then, or is it all sort of enjoyable for you?
Well, I am a performer, you know, in the shower, of course.
Oh, obviously.
Say that. But I don't think I would be nervous. I feel like I would be excited because I would have the support of the teachers who could help me like the whole way. So I think it's good.
So Amar has asked, how did you find media studies?
Well, I don't know if I should be saying this, but I kind of don't think I had the very best media teacher.
Oh, right.
So he would send us the PowerPoints which we had to learn, and then when we actually had the classes, we did like mostly cahoots about the PowerPoints. So it kind of felt like doing our own learning.
I feel like it was probably like kind of enjoyable, but not the best.
There's a lot of room for people just to slack off and say, do you know what, I can't be bothered. Like, that's not a very hands-on approach, is it? No,
not really.
And I think like that's kind of almost like edging more into what they do at A level.
Yeah.
Even like just
I guess maybe they're trying to prepare you for
I'm
like
not sure.
college. I don't know.
Media's like, it's almost like a skill that you have to learn as well. It's not like you can just learn it and then I don't know. You have to kind of learn how to do it and then be given independence. So we have a really good question now. How did you find being in the reaction team, the GCSE reaction team? Because I know people absolutely love the videos that you made. How did it help you get through GCSEs? Like, how did you find it?
Well, when I did my first few exams, straight after the exams, I would go onto YouTube and see what other people thought.
Yeah.
And then I heard that they were like recruiting new people, so straight away I was like, yes, please.
Yeah.
And then just after exam, I would just go find a quiet room and like actually process what I did.
Yeah.
So most of my friends, they had other exams to do. So I would just like think about myself, like as I was talking to someone, like in person.
Mm.
It calmed me down after exam. Like I could tell what I think I did well, what I might struggle with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it just like calmed me down mostly.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good to hear, actually. I think definitely this year the reaction team have been the best so far out of any year at all that we've ever had. Maybe it's because it's the first, but I think it will always be the best.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's brilliant. And do you have anything else to add? Maybe bits of advice for other people, or maybe advice for people who are thinking about taking the subjects that you took? Because we might have some younger viewers who are just interested in hearing about GCSEs.
Alright, so people always say start revising in year 10.
Mm-hmm.
I never listened to that, I just went straight to 11, but
yeah.
I feel like if I were to do it again, I would have like a binder where I keep all my notes in.
Yeah.
Because when I got to like my exams, I was like struggling. I had to like rewrite everything because it was all messy.
Mm-hmm.
So after a lesson or after a few lessons, I would suggest to write like a flashcard of like key notes that you think are important.
Mm-hmm.
If it's history, write down key dates. If it's performing arts, write down whatever terms you need to learn. So just have like a bank of notes all together.
Staying sort of prepared sort of all the way from the beginning then. Clinton is asking, which spec were you on and how did you find the history exams?
I was on Pearson EdXL exam. And let's see. Let's go back. So on my marks, I basically failed all my history.
Mm.
But my history teacher was like so dedicated, was like, okay, I want you to do good. I know you can try. You might have not had good teachers last year, but I'm going to stick with you. Because we had actually Saturday lessons, we had Sunday lessons as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in school like every day.
Yeah.
Anyway, so when I actually did my GCSEs, the Henry paper was probably one of my best because I just watched horrible histories basically all the time. Crime and Punishment, yeah, because it's like, you know, cool.
Yeah.
I just like history basically.
That sounds interesting actually. That sounds like something that would just be interesting anyway.
Yeah.
Cold War I didn't really care about, so that's probably one of my weakest papers.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Henry, Cold War, Germany, yeah. I didn't really care about that either. So that was probably my two weakest ones. But Henry and the other one, I think, Crime and Punishment, I think they were probably my best. So 50-50. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Finn is asking, because I've done AQA and OCR exams, will they come on different result sheets? I think they'll all come on one.
They'll all be on the same.
Yeah.
Although the only difference you might see on the paper is that different exam boards sometimes break down your marks for each exam, whereas others don't. So you might see, I don't know how they do it now, because we used to get a breakdown and say you had 3 papers and you got an A and 2 Bs. You would have like a lowercase a and 2 Bs, and then you would have the capital like main grade, but obviously now it's numbers. So I'm not sure if they do that anymore. But that's the only difference, and it's not, you won't be handed loads of bits of paper. So do we have maybe one more question to ask that anyone has? Because obviously we've got loads more cool stuff to be doing in live as well.
And so maybe just sort of how have you found the summer? Have you enjoyed being able to have such a long summer, sort of despite having the potential results in your mind there?
I think the first few couple of weeks I just didn't care about anything. I'm just sleeping mostly. Netflix basically. But as it got closer and closer, I just found myself like maybe like 10 minutes of a day of doing something. I'll be like, oh god, you know, got a few days left. And you know, I'll be fine. Then like at night at like 2 a.m. I'll be like, my exam results are like in a few days, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
So then I just like look at memes and I'm good now.
Yeah, exactly. Memes get people through a lot. So you've just been relaxing. That sounds like a great summer so far. And it's not completely over. You still got a week or two left, so make the most of it. Thank you so much for joining us, Halil. It's been great. And we'll let you get on with your evening, and good luck for Thursday.
Alright, thanks for having me. Bye.
Bye. Cool, so that was Halil, and it was great just to hear a little bit about what he's been up to, how he's feeling. And I think a lot of you guys can relate to exactly what he was saying as well. So what time is it now?
It's about 20 to 9.
About 20 to 9.
So we have some people in the comments have been asking if we've got games. We do have a game coming up towards the end of the stream. But if that's not enough for you, we have also got games coming up on the other nights, because we've got a stream tomorrow night, we've got one on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and on Thursday morning. And there are going to be games every single hour, I think, on the Wednesday stream. So you definitely don't want to miss out on that one, because that means there's just more chances to win prizes.
Exactly.
We've also got Subject O'Clock coming up on different days, on sort of every day. And that is basically on the hour on every single day that we're doing a stream. We are going to have Subject O'Clock, where we talk about one of the subjects that you guys have been taking for GCSEs. Within that, we'll have a little look back at how some of the reaction team found things. And we'll also maybe have a few memes in there, because we know you guys loved the memes last week. So we've brought them back subject specific, which is always fun.
So we'll be doing at Subject O'Clock, as Léonie said, we'll have memes, you guys chatting about how you found that exam, plus the emoji. And so now we have a different video to show you guys, which we'll play now for you.
We finished GCSEs.
I really didn't think the exam season was going to be how it was.
I don't think I've done very well. I feel like I've done alright, but not amazing. Like, no grade 9s.
And I just want to find out now so that I can actually start revising for the resit.
I think all the revision and all the hard work really did pay off.
Right at the beginning of the year, I told myself I was going to work super hard, and it worked for about a week.
I'm trying not to dwell on exams too much, because the more I think about them, the more I think I've failed every single one.
To my best of my ability, but my best wasn't what it wanted. That was something else. That was not it. It's like, sorry, but no. Like, no. What? No. I'm not a scientist, so personally don't think it went well. That was good. That was actually good. I cried a bit in the exam because I didn't revise anything for social stratification because I didn't know what it was. It was so good. I think I did so good. Like, I think I passed. In my insert, I drew the pretty butterfly. It was so good. I'm angry and I messed up. So I skipped like all the questions. Biology paper 2. And I didn't revise, but it was quite easy. Oh, I want to cry because of that exam. Like, oh my god, I can't do these. I have 16 more exams. 16. I found it quite simple. I didn't revise, so I was kind of scared, but it was actually kind of easy. I'm done. Thank the Jesus. Do not listen to me being like, yeah, I'll wing it. Revise, because trust me, you will be crying.
It feels weird not revising. I have a lot of free time. I don't know how to spend it, but that's why Netflix and YouTube are a thing.
I've just been sleeping and watching Netflix.
Watching TV and shopping, ready for my holiday to Spain.
Started some new series. I literally finished one in half a day.
I've been spending time with my niece because she's over, with my sister.
Spending time with my family.
I've been for a lot of meals, like in Nando's, Wagamama's. I've been for brunch literally every single day.
Trying to learn some new hobbies.
I'm actually volunteering in my local library with a reading challenge, so I'm listening to kids read and tell me about their books. I'm also though relaxing, like I have some days where I'm literally just not doing anything, I'm just having a bit of me time.
I've basically just been lying in my bed, doing nothing, Netflix, which is paused right now while I'm doing this.
Just enjoying, relaxing. Right now I've got a performing arts like summer school thing. I'm just meeting my friends, just chilling, just having that time.
like both tests were combining their efforts to completely torture me out of my soul during the entire 1 hour 45 in that room.
My eyes are a bit puffy because I've been crying about it. It really didn't go well. So now I've got 2 more science exams left to hopefully sort that out.
It's the hardest paper that I've done so far. It was so hard.
Honestly, no comment. That exam was absolutely appalling. Diabetes, meiosis, and what were we given? We were given questions about a fania. It's a little parasite that lives at this and it eats algae. Like, come on, AQA, what the hell are you doing?
My biology higher tier went horrifically. Like, I'm not even exaggerating, I did not know the answer to any of the questions.
Okay, and as soon as it gets unbearable, the fire alarm goes off and they're letting people out row by row, and they get to the row before my row and the bell stops and they don't let us out.
You draw a bar chart in pen because they refuse to give you a pencil and I'm not prepared, so I don't have a pencil.
I came out of that exam crying.
Couldn't even answer the first question.
I've just stood in horse poo. That's great. That's just a metaphor for how the physics exam went, because if I'd revised fully everything rather than just the things I didn't understand, it'd probably have gone a bit better.
That paper, I probably didn't help myself by doing not a lot of revision.
Biology was probably one of my worst papers yet. There was a 6 marker on the eye and I didn't really have a clue what I was talking about. I wrote for like 5 lines and there was so much space left over.
Literally the biggest mark question on websites. Our school has we've not even covered that.
Literally, there were 15 of us in the exam hall and our exam goes from like A to Z. They spread us all across the exam hall. So there were like 2 people on this side of the hall and then 2 people on this side of the hall and a bunch of people.
Okay, welcome back guys. So we have a quarter of an hour until it is subject o'clock.
Yes.
So get thinking about which emoji you're going to send in. It's got to be physics themed.
Yep, because today subject o'clock is all about physics. We've got other subjects coming up tomorrow, Wednesday, and Tuesday as well. That is a day.
Yeah.
And we've got lots of different subjects coming up. So if you have any sort of fun memes about any subjects that you took, then you can send them to us and we might include them. And also, like, if you've got any sort of questions about physics, you can ask them, I guess.
Exactly. So what we'll basically do is we'll show you a video on how our GCSE reaction team got on with the physics papers. We'll be going pretty in-depth actually into each paper, getting you guys to just discuss them. You don't have to get into it quite yet. We will do that at subject o'clock. But as you said, we'll also be having a look at some memes and just having some light-hearted discussion because we don't want to worry you guys. I did do physics A-level, so perhaps if you guys have questions about it for next year, I would be happy to answer those as well. So yeah, get thinking with your emojis. For now, get your questions or comments in, tell us about maybe what you've been doing over summer or maybe plans for next year, what you guys want to do. Tell us what subjects you're going to be taking if you're going to be doing A-levels at all. Where are you headed?
So yeah, I've seen quite a lot of people that are quite nervous for results day. But Cat Lover says that they're looking forward to results day, which I think is quite nice because obviously you have been working for these GCSEs for 2 or 3 years now. So I feel like you might as well use it as a celebration of those years of hard work that you put in, because like you've probably done a lot of exams. We saw people saying just before that they were doing like 20 exams and all that sort of thing. So you might as well make the most of having a bit of fun now that you can do and you're not doing exams all of the time.
Yeah, that's very true, to be honest. So where are you guys headed next year? I really want to know.
Cat Lover is taking criminology, public services and law.
That sounds really cool.
It sounds cool, but it sounds like it will be quite intense.
It sounds like a lot.
Yeah. Lucy is taking English literature, media and drama, and she's going to the high school that she's been in since year 7.
Oh, good. So it's always nice to just stay in that environment, but then going to a new environment isn't a bad thing either.
No, I went to a new school to do my A-levels, and I thought it was quite fun because I actually, did I? I was going to say I knew people that, like, from my old school, and I knew a few people, but none of my sort of main friends moved with me. So I made a load of new friends, and that was really nice. And I got to meet people that had been at different schools, which was really cool.
Kazi underscore OG says biology, chemistry and English lit. A teacher in the college that I want to go to looked at me weird when I said I was doing English lit with biology and chemistry. Yeah, I mean, because I guess the usual would be to do biology, chemistry, maths, because that's what a lot of the people who want to go into medicine or vet school want. That's what they do, or maybe the 3 sciences. But I think actually having a nice exam subject or a more creative subject in between those,
I think it's quite good.
Yeah,
it breaks it up a bit. Like I knew people that were in my drama class that were doing like biology and chemistry or physics and things like that, and I think that they found it was quite nice because it was an essay-based subject. There was some slightly more fun aspects of it, and like in English you get to read a lot of different books and things, so I think it's quite nice to break it up a little bit with something a bit different. And if you enjoy it, then you might as well take it, because it's something a bit different, and you might, I feel like, take the A-levels you'll enjoy doing and you'll succeed at them a lot better.
Yeah, and actually when you do apply through UCAS to university, unless it is something like medicine and it asks specifically for a subject, it doesn't matter which 3 subjects you take for A-level. That's so if you do take 3.
Anything.
If you take 4, then obviously that's, that's a whole different thing. But yeah, they don't generally ask for anything specific, so that's great, especially if that's just what you want to do, and then see where it takes you, because you don't need to direct it in any way at all, really.
Someone's saying that they went to middle school from year 6 to 8 and then started high school in year 9, and I thought middle school was just an American thing, but then when I went to uni I realised that I think it's a sort of a northern thing. But quite a lot of places do have middle schools.
Okay, so let us know if you went to middle school then. I always, because obviously you see in all of American movies and stuff, everyone goes to middle school and then they go to high school and then they go to college. And it, like, to me it's always seemed like quite a foreign concept, like a kind of like a surreal thing. I didn't really know that it is a real thing that people do.
Yeah, it is. It's because you see it in the films and things, you think, oh, it's just the films, they just sort of make that up.
Yeah, exactly.
Emily wants to become a coder, so she's planning on taking ICT, media, English lit and lang, and maths.
Wow.
So a lot of A-levels in there.
That's a lot, yeah. Let's have a look. Ella says, I'm doing A-levels in biology, chemistry, geography and English lit. So you're doing biology, chemistry and English lit as well. Yeah. So it's not that uncommon. You've thrown geography in the mix as well, which is great. I know a lot of people who enjoyed geography A-level. And it helps with a lot of random things as well. Yeah. Geography, it's quite like a well-rounded subject at A-level, whereas at GCSE you just do, you learn about the sea, you learn about waves, and then you learn about rocks, and then like A-level you do a lot more stuff, and I think
I think it is quite an interesting subject, and I always thought geography was just kind of, this is where this country is, but there's a lot more to it, and my friends that took it really enjoyed it. So some people are saying that they're really stressed for exam results. I feel like it's not worth getting stressed over. Obviously you maybe can't quite help it, but just try and do a few things that you can calm yourself down with. Maybe that's going out with some friends, just sort of watching a film or a TV show, just anything you can do to distract yourself, because you can't change anything now, so you might as well just sort of try and have a nice few days.
Yeah, I think exactly, because that's what Olivia said earlier. It's just it's all been and gone. The exams are done, and those were the things that you were stressed about. The results is just obviously results from that. So that stress, you just need to leave that all behind. Harvey, you asked,
do you regret your A-level choices?
Yeah, do I regret my A-level choices? So for a lot of you will be going into A-levels, and this might be a good bit of advice / experience from my point of view. So as you probably know, I took physics, maths and religious studies. Religious studies, that was my best subject. I'd done really well at GCSE, and so I was kind of good at that through A-level as well, so I never regretted taking that one. Even though it was a lot of work, and at times, not gonna lie, it could be boring. I got through it and I did well with that one. Maths, I didn't think would be such a problem that it actually was. Don't think I worded that quite correctly, but you know what I'm getting at. So maths was a lot more difficult than I anticipated, and I think the main reason for that is because it was the new specification for EdXL. So obviously they were trying us out as the first year to go through the 2 years to take it, and that was a little bit more difficult. But ultimately I don't regret taking that because it was a good subject to do, and I don't know what else I would have done. Now physics is the interesting one. I regretted it so much in the first term, and then by January I wanted to change, and I spoke to teachers about changing, and by that time it was too late. And to me, in year 12 in January, that was like the end of the world. I was taking this really difficult A-level that I hated, and it was going to ruin my A-levels, right? But as the year went on and I kind of settled, I realised that I was enjoying it a little bit more. And although my grades were still very, very slowly kind of progressing, slower than I would have hoped, by the end of it, physics was my favourite subject to revise out of all three. And so that was like a learning curve. So the short answer to that is no, I don't regret taking any of the A-levels that I did. But I think for those of you who might be worried about taking A-levels and making the wrong decision, don't be, because by the end of it, you'll be so relieved that they're over that you won't mind anymore.
And also I think if you're not too sure about the subjects you're taking, try to really sort of consider in the first couple of weeks if that is the right subject for you, because obviously, as Jade said, it was a bit late when she realised she wanted to change physics, but there is a possibility to change your subjects within, I think, the first maybe 3 or 4 weeks, so consider it around that sort of time would be the best thing to do.
And if you don't panic, because in the end I was glad that it was too late. So
she managed to enjoy it. Someone, Kazi_OG, has asked, any bad habits during A-levels? I think something that I did quite a lot was I would procrastinate, but I would do it in a way that I thought I was being productive. So I would sort of draw pictures on my notes, like that I was like, oh, this will be relevant to it, or I would like make another revision timetable that I wouldn't stick to and things like that, or I'd colour in my timetable so that I knew which subjects were when easily because they were colour coded, and like that kind of thing can be helpful, but try to not do it too much, because you're just sort of spending your time doing something school related when you could be doing the work or the revision that you need to do, when afterwards you'll then be able to sort of enjoy your time doing something else. So it's kind of like doubling your time for the work you'll have to do. I think that was probably the worst sort of habit I had, that, and also using my free periods not to do work. If you do the work during them, then it means you have less work to do outside of school time, but I didn't quite realise that at the beginning. I
didn't realise that the whole time.
No.
Like, I can't.
I feel like it's because you're with your friends and you just kind of want to make the most of being with them, but you can make the most of being with them and do a little bit of work on the side as well. I think that would, if I was to go back and do sixth form again, I would probably try and use my free periods a little bit more wisely.
Use them wisely and know that they're there for a reason. So we have 5 minutes until subject clock, remember, so think about which emoji you're going to send, because it might be different to someone else. Maybe you want it to be different. We want like a load of different physicsy emojis. And we have memes coming up, so maybe that will get you guys through the week, the memes.
So Taylor has asked, how long were your free periods? They were the same length as a lesson. So my lessons were 50 minutes, I think. So it would have been that long, or 45. I can't remember how long my lessons were. They were either 40 or 50 minutes.
See, we had single lessons which were 45 minutes and double lessons which were an hour and a half. So
double lessons
I had
as well.
frees where I didn't have a single or a double. Like on a Wednesday afternoon in upper sixth, which is year 13, I had nothing. So I'd go home at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, we had the chance, I think we could go home. There was a certain time you were allowed to go home, but it wasn't like at the start of lunch or something like that. It was, I think, halfway through lunch. So they made you stay until like maybe 12:30, 1, and then you could go home.
So that's just a taster of what you can expect if you're going into A-levels after GCSEs.
Abdullah has asked, is university harder than an A-level? I'd say
Surely.
it's kind of like relative,
Yeah.
because you're doing one subject. You will, or maybe two if you're doing a joint honours, but you'll have different modules within that. So it is kind of still like you're doing a load of different subjects, but they are more focused into one thing.
Yeah.
I'd say the main thing about university that's difficult is getting used to the independence learning, because obviously like at sixth form and doing A-levels and things, you have a fair bit of independent learning by the fact that you have 3 periods and things now, but at university it's a lot more. So if you can get used to that, then I think you'll find it a lot easier. And also I found that tutors are almost more helpful than my teachers were at sixth form sometimes, so that's made it easier because they're just kind of always around to give assistance for things.
Yeah, you do get a lot of support as well, so don't worry too much about what's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks for you, because they will ease you into it, and so you're not going to be plunged straight into the deep end. GCSE results day will come, you'll get ready, you'll buy all of your school equipment, and then you will just get eased into A-levels, and they won't just throw you into it, because that would be way too difficult.
And if
way
you are
too
like
horrible.
struggling with things for A-levels, then just sort of ask your teachers, or maybe speak to like the head of sixth form or something like that, and see if there's anything that they can do, because there probably is a bit of extra help they can give you if you're needing it.
Yeah, okay, we have 2 minutes.
Exciting.
So, we have lots of different questions. These are all turning into more A-level A-level ones, which are fine, because obviously that's probably what is
you're
on
going on to.
your mind at the moment, is what's happening next, because results day is just today, and once that's done, you have to think about what's coming afterwards.
Yeah.
So,
Finn has asked if you're eased into going into year 11. I'd say it kind of depends on the school, but I think it kind of links on quite well from year 10.
Yeah.
So things just kind of keep flowing. I wouldn't say there's a big jump or anything towards that. But if you're struggling, just talk to your teachers, or maybe some of your school friends will be able to help you with revision and things for exams.
I think instead of year 11 changing things and going from year 10 to 11 and things being different, it's more like you have year 10, and then the first term of year 11 will just be carrying on from that, and things will change in the next term after Christmas when you start doing mocks and learning exam technique and really talking about the exams. So it's almost like you're eased into it because you don't even notice the change, because it all happens during year 11 rather than at the start. So you have absolutely nothing to worry about going into year 11, because it will just pretty much feel exactly the same as year 10 did, only that you have less time until exams left.
Exactly. It is now subject o'clock. It's 9 o'clock, so get your physics emojis in the comments so we know you're all there.
Get creative with them as well. I can already see Rosie has a telescope and a clown. Emily, maybe you don't like physics by the looks of that emoji. Get them all in. I'm really interested to see. Oh yeah,
Cassie's put the little thing.
Yeah,
I don't remember what it's called.
I don't. Just a little. It
almost got
looks
some
like
goggles in there
like
as
the
well.
The atom thing.
Yes,
I should know. I should know, but I
got a
don't.
magnet, an alien. Is this to do
The
with
what?
physics?
Yeah, like space and all that. Like I did astrophysics. We didn't learn about aliens, but it's still about planets and stuff. Yeah. So get all those in. As I said, we're gonna have a video from how the reaction team found it. That will be on paper 1.
Yeah.
And we also have one for paper 2 as well. As I said, we're gonna go through those quite thoroughly, because we want to hear exactly how you guys found physics, just to try and remember, because it was so far away. Oh, we have some good like electrical ones, a plane.
I feel like seeing the reaction videos again will probably, it might make some people more nervous because you're thinking about the exams again.
Yeah.
But I think it may ease other people, because you're realising that you weren't the only one who probably struggled with the exams, and some of the reactions were quite fun, so I think it's definitely
and we have
worth
memes
sort of-
too. So here is the video for paper 1.
I was like, with a whole page left to write, I was like, what? Hang on a minute.
Some of the questions were very interesting, and by interesting, I mean having to work out the atomic decay of some sevonium atom. I don't even know what sevonium is.
And also, I don't think I passed. Like, I don't know if I just said that, but I don't think I passed.
So I've just come out of my physics GCSE exam.
So I'm still at school, you can't really see my face. In all honesty, it was basically a maths paper 2 exam.
So, personally, don't think it went well, but there was too much maths. The questions were a bit alright.
The radiation and the part about substances and matter and whatnot, that was great.
By the way, she's not the only one feeling this. She's like, she's done, I'm done, we're all done.
I missed out radioactive decay. It really just messed me up in the whole exam. Like, that was the 6 marker.
She said we had 5 minutes left and I was like, with a whole page left to write, I was like, what? Hang on a minute.
Some of the questions were very interesting, and by interesting, I mean having to work out the atomic decay of some suronium atom. I don't even know what suronium is.
And also, I don't think I passed. Like, I don't know if I just said that, but I don't think I passed.
So, tell us about how you found it. Do you agree with what the reaction team said? We had mixed reviews.
Yeah.
I think physics in general, quite a tough one. I think it's almost because, on top of it being a difficult subject, it's not really very interesting to a lot of people.
No, I'm not a sciencey person.
Yeah.
And I think physics was my least favourite GCSE subject, like my least favourite out of the sciences. But it ended up being the one I did the least revision for beforehand. So my dad was really good at it and helped me revise the night before. And I actually got the best grade in it out of the 3 sciences, which I was not expecting. So it worked out in the end. So hopefully, if you didn't think it had gone so well, then maybe it was just kind of your thinking.
So, if you tell us how you found paper 1 then, we want to talk everything about paper 1. What was in it, if you can remember? I mean,
I think someone was saying there was a question about a girl on a swing and there was some kind of energy.
Yeah.
So if you can remember that question, then let us know. A lot of people are saying that they hated physics and that it was boring, but some people are also saying that it was easy. So
let us know which exam boards you did as well. As you can see, we also have some memes coming up, so have a little look at those too. Maybe, let's have a look.
Physics.
Triple physics paper 1 without context, without context, sorry.
There we go.
Eyes. Okay, maybe some of you can explain. Okay, this is a good game. Explain to us then what those out of context pictures mean. We have a guy
This was the
abseiling
I know.
a balloon, so I'm guessing that's something to do with static electricity, maybe passing of electrons, all that kind of stuff. A block of something, and a power pack. I can't quite see that. Oh no, is that? Explain to me, please.
People.
Oh, okay, so that's an ice cube. Finn is saying that that's an ice cube question. Was that to do with transfer of heat, all that kind of stuff? Is it to do with it melting, or is it to do with its size? This is very confusing because you guys are probably looking at the screen like,
that's so funny.
that was, oh god, I relate. But then I'm looking at it like, I want to know what that man's doing and why that's relevant. Maybe it's something to do with forces.
People I think saying they were confused about the ice cube question.
Yeah, because I always look at exam questions, and in maths, it's weird anyway. They're weird questions to do with weird things. And physics is like next level. It's like you have maths in it, and then they create a whole scenario. Like you read about someone's life story before you even do a question on them.
And then you're so invested in the life story, you forget the actual
we've got
question.
Another. Okay, how AQA created physics paper 1. So we have the classic meme. We've got jealous boyfriend meme. Okay, so we have AQA physics paper, actual physics, and then AQA physics paper is looking at electronics. Electricity is one of the hardest topics in physics because it's very conceptual. Like you can't visualize it. You can't visualize electricity in the way that it actually works, because I've only just at this point in my life, after doing physics A level, kind of understood, I don't know if I've understood it, but kind of got to grips with electricity and the ins and outs of it. And at GCSE, they don't give you enough information. It's almost like it's easier than A level because you don't have to remember enough information, but it's not enough for you to really understand it if you do want to.
So you get like a better understanding of all of the background things than at A level.
Yeah, Finn is definitely relating to these, or relating to something. You're saying so true, so true. And that's what memes are great, really. Oh, we've got more. AQA Physics, paper 1, higher with no context. This is so another ice cube.
Man with muscles.
Muscles. So that's gonna be forces in the arm, right? Or like energy, like energy transfers.
Yeah.
There's a little
car
electric car
charging.
that may be something to do with the electronics. Could be something to do with mechanics. I don't know. Is that a bird? Is that a bird?
I think it is a bird.
AQA Physics, making up some very strange things by the looks of it. Don't tell me that is to do with terminal velocity. We haven't got like someone falling. Or maybe it is. 6 marker. Someone's saying that was a good 6 marker.
Well, at least there was one good question in the paper.
Anyway, so
what did you guys think of the 6 marker if you did AQA Physics?
Yeah.
Did you think like them that it was a god bless? Or
so these are about AQA. Let us know if you did maybe a different exam board. Okay, so this is for EdXL, for those of you who did EdXL.
My stupid trying to work out how P and Q could improve their clapping experiment.
Interesting. Yeah, confusing. Even just that tweet is confusing to me, let alone what the question was.
I don't think I could do physics if I had to go back and do it again now.
Yeah.
Ella was saying that the 6 marker was a blessing though, and Finn agreed there.
Let us know if you did IGCSE as well. Maybe you didn't do the plain GCSE. Maybe you did international. And how many past papers were you able to do for paper 1? Because I know that because of the whole change of all the specifications, it was really difficult for you guys to be able to find past papers. So for paper 1, did you look at old ones? I'm really interested to know. Did you look at old past papers?
So Finn was just asking, who was it? Someone was saying that biology was the worst. We're going to be talking about biology on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
So if you want to get out some of your anger at the biology exam, then make sure you're watching then, and you can join in the subject clock then. And Finn has asked if we can have English lit, please. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
It will be on Wednesday night, so make sure you're tuned in. I think it'll be quite early on in the stream, so make sure you're watching from the very beginning. And also we are having games every hour on Wednesday night, and we're here till 2 AM, so it's not going to be one you're going to want to miss out on.
Oh, Anonymous says, for paper 1, we got a pack from school. So it sounds like they tried to really prepare you for paper 1, which is really good.
Sort of make some past papers up, as it were, for you.
We have another meme here. Once we're done with the memes for paper 1, we will then show you another video for paper 2, because you guys can tell us about that one as well. That
EdXL Physics GCSE
no
without
context. Oh, let's see if EdXL looks stranger than AQA. We've got a blurry TV screen.
We've got
skier. A couple of people down in the corner. I don't know what they're doing.
Clapping. It's the clapping experiment. Maybe.
Oh, I can see their hands. Yeah. Okay, clapping. And then the Earth and a huge planet.
Yeah. I know.
Okay, so that one looks strange as well. They like to throw in weird stuff. Here we go. That's OCR Physics. Everyone in just was
saying it was easy.
So easy. No.
So if you did OCR, did you find it easy, or were you like her and laughing? A lot of people
yeah, a lot of you are talking about paper 2.
Yeah.
We have paper 1 memes. What is Newton's?
Third law.
It's like I didn't even take physics, I swear. Newton's third law. What is... I don't know. I know first and second one. Oh, yeah. Equal.
So that is all of our paper 1 memes. But if you like the memes, we are going to have some paper 2 memes coming up in a little bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so here then is the reaction team's reactions to paper 2.
I just got home from my physics exam.
Today we did our
science physics paper 2?
I thought it was okay. I thought the first 6 marker was really easy.
I don't really know what to say about it, to be honest. I feel like there was a lot of forces. There was a lot of forces stuff on that paper.
The actual exam went really well.
So that paper on the whole was like pretty couldn't even answer the first question.
And I walked in and I remembered 10 equations. I can barely count to 10, to be honest.
I know I've said this for every paper, but I'm being honest here. That paper was the best paper.
And I'm fuming.
Luckily, I did remember all the formulas, so the calculations went quite well.
For some reason, I chucked in like a 6 marker in the middle of the paper, which was strange because they normally finish it with that.
Most of the 4 and 6 mark questions were quite good. I don't know, I thought the paper went really well.
But I guess we'll have to wait till results day to find out how we did.
So some very interesting reactions to paper 2.
Yeah.
I don't know whether overall people found it better or worse than paper 1. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
So let's get chatting in the comments about physics paper 2. Again, tell us what board you did. We're going to have some relatable memes coming up on the screen to do with paper 2.
People are saying that they liked paper 2 and it was better than paper 1. Someone, Sumaya, has compared it to heaven, so sounds like it was pretty good.
Pretty good then, yeah.
Paper 2 combined AQA was a maths paper. Says Fee Guan.
Peach Guan. I do find with physics, it depends. If you get a mechanics question, you're going to feel like you're doing loads of maths. It's just because you have to work stuff out for physics, really. We have our first meme on the screen.
Me when checking my rearranged equations and they're right.
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? When you have a question that you're able to check in a different way afterwards. It's stuff I can't
It just makes you feel a lot more confident when you're in the exam.
Yeah, stuff that you can check with a calculator, or you're just confident that you've got it right. Those are always good.
Papers were always my favourite.
Yeah. Ella said that you liked the 6 marker questions on the AQA combined higher. Lucy's saying paper 2 seems to be the same as the one paper I did with WJEC. That's the Welsh board, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think a few places do WJEC in the UK. Well,
I did it
in
for
England.
Psychology.
And I did it for drama. So I think some schools just choose it for a specific subject if they think it has better modules or better topics in, because it just really just suits what the teacher's able to do. We have another meme. These are more out of context ones. So this is like in general. So
AQA,
we've got
GCSE
terminal velocity there, 100%. We've got an egg.
Oh, it's the
and
swing question that Finn was talking about before.
So that'll be okay. The egg and the chicken though.
Yeah,
that seems. I mean, that belongs in biology.
Which came first, the egg or the chicken?
I know. Like, are they asking you to do physics to work that out? So tell us what that means in the comments. Did you enjoy or dislike those questions that those memes are relating to?
Yeah.
Me when I saw use one of the selected equations for your list of equations in every other question. So you basically get given the equations and then use them, and then you can check that they're right afterwards. That is so good.
That's always useful.
So nice. Yeah, it does sound like paper 2 is a bit better.
Yeah.
Which is always nice. Because paper 1, if it's bad, it spurs you on to do more revision, and then by paper 2, you feel better about it, and you can leave thinking actually physics was okay.
If it's that bad.
Yeah, if it's the other way round, then sometimes it leaves you feeling a bit bummed out. Because
and you feel like there's nothing you can do because you don't have another paper then to sort of win it back round with.
Yeah. We have another one. The guy's like,
me putting B for the 10th time on the multiple choice.
Yeah. Oh, everyone used to say.
It always makes me doubt myself.
If in doubt, choose B. But then I always found with A level, I don't know why. GCSE it was B. A level it's C. It's always C. I don't know. But then again,
I like to have a sort of.
I never did well because like multiple choice in physics, you would have 25 multiple choice questions at the end of the paper, and I never got more than 11. And that was just by like actually trying.
Pure luck.
Then if I did just go random, I'd get 13, which didn't make much of a difference, but
it did do a little bit more.
Yeah,
of a
without
difference.
trying, I would do better. Kazzy says both paper 1 and 2 was bad. Also, it didn't help that my friend was stressing out next to me.
No, it's not great to be able to see that.
Yeah, it is horrible. 'Cause you obviously you don't look around too much because obviously you're not allowed.
Yeah.
But like when you can hear people kind of like huffing, turning the pages, like kind of flicking through, scribbling, typing on their calculator. You see someone using a ruler and you're like,
oh my gosh, why have I not used a ruler yet?
A ruler. Why are they using a ruler? Yeah, that's what worries me when I'm in an exam. So it's horrible when you have someone next to you stressing out and you're like, right, okay, they've obviously got to a hard question that I haven't got to yet and I'm stressed out.
Love that. I used to hate seeing that other people were ahead of me and I'd always be like, oh my gosh, I'm so far behind. I should catch up.
I don't know why. It's almost like when we used to do reading sessions, just like in year 8, you'd do half an hour reading and you would see people like flicking their pages, going through their books and you'd like pretend to be done with your page. This is what I would do. Okay, maybe it's just me. But then you think like, oh, everyone's ahead of me. And then you think that in exams too, you're like, they just turned the first page and I've like done the first question, that's it.
Yeah.
You kind of compare yourself to everyone unknowingly.
So we have a video coming up now, which is the top 5 reactions from the GCSE physics exam. So let's take a little look at that.
I just had to like write loads of random answers down. That 6 marker on solids, liquids and gases. Yes, please. Thank you for that.
Because I do triple foundation, it's harder, but the easier side of the harder part. And I'm fuming. Like, since when were we meant to work out an angle? I don't remember learning that.
The movement of the duck up and down, and I think it was something to do with oscillating. I really think I pronounced that wrong, but oh well. And I walked in and I remembered 10 equations. I can barely count to 10, to be honest. I've had 6 breakdowns because it's my last year. Thought I wouldn't care, but turns out I did.
So that paper on the whole was like pretty couldn't even answer the first question. I had to guess like pretty much half the paper. Didn't know any of the space stuff, but it, summer's here and we're done.
Okay, so very shortly we're going to be speaking to another year 11 guest, Emily. You may have seen her in the comments already as well.
And she was also on the GCSE Reacts team. So if you saw her in those, and maybe you sort of felt the same sorts of things as her in her exams, or you have some questions for her, then put them in the comments. But obviously this has been subject to clock, and if you've loved it, we've got so many more coming up. We've got 2 tomorrow, geography and Spanish. On Tuesday we're going to be doing English language, RS and chemistry. And then on Wednesday, which is the night before A-level results, when we're going to be live till 2 a.m.
GCSEs. But
GCSEs, yes. We've got English lit, biology, maths and chemistry again. So there's a lot of subjects there.
So you can get, I think chemistry...
We'll only do it on one of the nights.
Chemistry will be either... I think chemistry will just be Tuesday.
Just be Tuesday, yeah. And we'll do history on Wednesday.
Sorry about the mix-up there. So, yeah, those are the... I was going to say history clocks. Subject clocks that will be coming up. Get your emojis
ready in your mind for which ones you're going to use.
I think we're ready to speak with Emily now. Have we got Emily here? Yes.
Hello. How are you doing, Emily?
I'm doing good, thanks.
Good.
Cool.
So we've already had some people asking some questions for you in the comments. Clinton wanted to know, what subjects did you choose to take?
So I took all the cores, so like science, maths, English, but my chosen GCSE subjects were ICT, history and Spanish. And I took ICT last year, so I'm not waiting for that result, which is kind of pretty even, I'll be honest.
Yeah, so that's like one less exam to have stressed about this year.
So in all of your exams, did you find that there was one that you found was the best exam?
I found that, to be honest, the English exams were quite good. I found some of the maths were okay. Like paper 1 was really good, but the others were like really confusing.
Yeah.
And history was actually kind of good because I was most worried about history. Because in my mock I didn't do very well, so I was kind of stressing about it. But it ended up going quite well.
That's good to hear then.
So, have you got any plans in place for once you've picked up your results on Thursday?
Well, hopefully, if it's all going to be positive, which it should be, I'm hopefully going to just go out and celebrate with my family, like maybe have a little meal and celebration.
That sounds nice.
Celebrate.
And have you got your plans for what you're going to be doing next year? Are you going to sixth form or college?
Yeah, I'm hopefully going to a college, which is like a school.
Yeah.
What subjects are you looking
I'm
at doing?
hopefully going to be doing ICT, media studies, English lit lang, and maths as well. I'm taking maths as an AS.
Yeah. That sounds like you've got quite a lot of different subjects there, so you'll have a lot of different areas.
Was it coding? Did I read that correctly? Coding. Like, I know vaguely what coding is from the Barclays ads that you see on TV.
Yeah.
But that's a very weird reference. But like, what made I need to word this question correctly. How did you come across the idea of doing coding, and then how has that changed what subjects you've wanted to take at college?
Well, I've been really into like computing and IT since I was very little, because my dad actually does IT as a job, and I saw him once and was like, oh, I want to try when I'm older, and it kind of just grew on me, and it's something that I do want to do in the future.
Yeah.
And the coding side, I don't really know really. I think it was just, I joined a computer club and there was like a coding kind of like lesson there, and I was like, oh, why don't I join? And then I just found like a passion for it and continued on.
Yeah, that's so cool. It's really different to a lot of people say what they want to do as well.
Yeah.
It's like refreshing to hear about a different career path on MSE, so that's really cool.
Harvey wanted to know what was the hardest subject that you took?
Definitely further maths, because it was a lot different to normal maths, and there's a lot more kind of formulas that you needed to know, and it's basically like A-level maths. So to be honest, during the first exam, I was so confused, and I came out just like, what was that?
Yeah.
Probably answered one question, and the rest I was just guessed, to be honest.
So obviously, when you were doing your GCSEs, you were part of the MSE GCSE Reacts team. How did you find that? Did you find it sort of helped you through your GCSEs?
I found it kind of helped, because seeing everyone else talking about the exams, it was kind of reassuring, because if I found an exam hard and everyone else said, oh, I found it hard as well, it was kind of reassuring that it's not I haven't done enough revision, it's obviously a hard exam.
Yeah. And someone was asking, when you get your results, are you planning to open them on your own, or with your family or teachers or friends or anything?
I don't know yet. I quite want to do it alone, because I don't really want the hassle of, oh, what did you get and all that. So I'm going to open them somewhere a bit quiet with my family, and then possibly go up to school again to talk to teachers and all that.
Lucy would like to know what time you're planning on collecting your results on Thursday morning.
It depends what time I get out of bed, to be honest. It will hopefully be when school opens, which I think is about 9 or 9:30.
Yeah.
So you don't have to wait too long then in the morning.
To be honest, I think I'd be able to sleep anyway.
I mean, if you can't sleep, we're live until 2 a.m. on Wednesday. And we're going to be live from 7 with Olivia. So, we've got your back. So we're going to be there to give you a bit of a distraction and just sort of see how people are all feeling. Kazi's saying that you're really hard working. So well done for that. But people are saying sort of that GCSE results are really close now, and they're getting a bit nervous.
I've actually seen a few people now ask about whether you enjoyed doing English during GCSEs.
Yeah, I enjoyed doing English. For some reason my school decided to do different exam boards, so my English language was AQA, my English literature was EdXL IGCSE, which was a bit unusual. But I enjoyed it, because it was mainly our lit exam was about a book of Mice and Men, and I really enjoyed that book.
Yeah, that is a classic.
Yeah, the questions were really good. It's on George and the American Dream.
Yeah.
And really liked kind of getting to know the characters in the book.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a really good question actually, from Kazi. What was your favourite memory during exam time? So maybe not an exam necessarily, but like, what did you enjoy most about the whole exam period?
The whole exam period? Oh, that's quite a few, to be honest. I quite enjoyed study leave because just the thought of I don't have like a specific lesson that I had to go to. So like I could be like, right, I'm going to do 2 hours of physics instead of going, oh no, I've got a physics lesson now for an hour and then I have to go on to maths. Because I'm one of them people that if I see a like subject that I want to do, I'll do it until like I've had enough of it. So like, sometimes I'll go on for like 2 or 3 hours at once because I was just in the zone.
That's quite good then.
Oh, I liked Harvey's question as well. It says, Emily, what would you do differently if you did GCSEs again?
To be honest, I wouldn't want to do GCSEs again. Bit of a roller coaster, but if I have to do my GCSEs again, I'd probably find more revision methods because I basically relied on Seneca and mind maps, and I found for some subjects it didn't really work. Like maths was impossible to revise for. So I was using past papers, and then I had to go online and like find loads of kind of old specification papers because of our exam changing.
So get your final questions in for Emily, guys, because she'll be leaving us shortly.
Someone, Pele was asking, what do you think you'll miss most about high school?
I don't really know. I'm probably going to miss just like the whole going to school and like learning some subjects because I had a kind of tough decision choosing my A levels because I enjoyed some subjects quite a lot because of my teachers, and I had kind of stopped for that subject because they don't like suit my A levels and what I want to pursue in the future. And I'm also going to miss quite a few of my teachers because some of my teachers I got on really well with and like they were so supportive to me.
Yeah, that's so true. I think when you do GCSEs, the teachers like gain a little bit of respect for you and they know that it's a really tough time, and so you do get closer to them and they get to know you as like their students better. So it is kind of hard to have to leave, really.
A couple of people actually are asking predictions for your results. Obviously, if you don't want to share that, but is that something you want to share with people?
I don't mind really. I'm not too good at predicting like my results because I don't want to like over predict myself and be a bit upset on the day or under predict myself and make myself seem a bit kind of like, oh, I'm gonna get that, and like kind of wash myself in a way. But I'm like hoping for like passes and everything, but I feel like further maths will be nothing.
Hopefully you do get an alright grade there.
The maths like questions I answered was basically nothing. But I kind of am hoping that I'll pass like GCSE maths because I need it for A level and it'll be quite good for computing. To be honest, I don't really know because I'm hoping to get like a grade above my mocks.
That's a good thing to aim
for. Harder than the actual thing or something.
So should we do one final question then? This is from Lucy. No, this is not from Lucy. This is from Abina. Emily, how has your holiday been? Have you enjoyed it?
Oh yeah, I've really enjoyed like this long holiday, but I'm a bit like kind of upset it's ending. If you get what I mean? Because it's gone quite quick, but it's also gone quite long. Like, if you kept yourself busy, it goes quick, and then when you just start around doing nothing, it's like
definitely.
12 weeks is long.
Well, all you have to remember is you're going to college, which means you're going to get another summer holiday. So you can look forward to that one. And it's not over yet, so do everything you want to do, make the most of it, and then you can get back to studying. And it sounds like you're pretty good at doing all that kind of stuff.
And you've got some good subjects that you're doing, so that'll be nice.
And you already seem to know your revision style. Mine's very similar. So that's really good. thank you for joining us then. We hope it's been alright for you, if you've enjoyed it. And good luck for Thursday. I'm sure we'll see you in the comments anyway. And thank you for joining us.
Bye.
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 Okay, so that was Emily, and Boom said Emily's always smiling, which is so true. Very smiley,
very positive person, and she definitely is very hardworking, as people were saying earlier on. But
look, she's back in the comments, guys.
Hello, Emily.
So you can chat to her on there as well if you missed her already. Looks like Lucy does. Okay, let's have a look. So everyone's saying hi again.
If anyone's got any questions about sort of starting A-levels or about results day or anything at all, then just let us know in the comments, and we'll try and help you out.
So it's just gone 9:30. We have been promising you games. We have got games coming up. That will be at 22. So we literally
10 minutes.
Less than 10 minutes to go. Let's just recap as well what's going to be happening through the week then, since we have a little bit of time before games, and we know that ends up, games are everything that people think about once they begin. So tomorrow, Monday, we will have loads more to chat about along the lines of GCSEs, but we will also have games too. We will have one set of games, I think. Also, if you have been enjoying the games, maybe give us some recommendations or requests for the kind of games you'd like to see, because we have so many lined up for next week. It would be great to be able to deliver to you some games that you'd like to play.
Because on Wednesday, I think we're going to have a game every single hour, and we are going to be live till 2 a.m. So there is plenty of opportunity to get your favourite games in there. We're also going to be talking to probably some more of the GCSE Reacts team. So if you've really loved seeing them throughout the GCSE period, then you'll probably see them again over this next week. And be finding out sort of how they're doing, what their plans are for GCSE Results Day, and if they've got any tips for how to deal with the stress of exams and everything. And we obviously also have some more subject o'clocks coming up over the next few days. We've got 2 tomorrow, which is geography and Spanish. So if you have any sort of thoughts on those exams or anything, then you can share those tomorrow.
It's difficult to remember. Right, guys, literally just over 5 minutes till games. I always say this, but do some finger exercises, like push-ups.
Get your typing all quick.
You need to be so quick, as you know. I want to clear something up actually, because I've had a few people mention this to me. Sometimes on your phone or on your laptop, your comment during the game will come up. It will seem to come up before a lot of people's. And let's just clear this up now so we don't have any people upset. So on your phone, it will go through into the comments straight away, but actually there'll be literally a split-second delay. And then on the phones that we're following, we cross-check, and we will see the comments come up as they're sent through and as they manage to get through on the network, on whatever Wi-Fi you're on. So if you feel like we're ignoring you, or you got it first and we've skipped over you, don't worry, it might just be because yours came in a little bit later than others. So I just thought that was a good thing to mention. I've had a few people bring that up, so we don't want that to cause any trouble.
So that you're ready for the games, get as close to your Wi-Fi as you can, so you've got the best Wi-Fi possible, and also let your friends know, because it's always good to have more people here for games.
Boom said, this is really random, but Boom said homemade pizza is the best kind of pizza.
It
is. And there's nothing more true. Because you can make it yourself.
I love good homemade pizza.
I have an issue though. The tomato stuff that you put on the pizza, I love it so much that I always put so much on. And then I could eat it with a spoon. I could honestly eat it with a spoon. It's so good.
But then the pizza dough, if you put too much on, it goes all floppy,
soggy.
and that's just not.
I've had that problem.
Good.
I pick it up and it that was just, I'm really hungry right now, and I couldn't ignore that comment.
Pizza would be good.
I just couldn't. Courtney's saying, I am so stressed for results day. Everyone is. I survived A-level results day this week, so I'm here. You guys are going to survive this next coming week. I can tell you that for sure, and obviously we've said this earlier, MSE are going to be taking you right through the whole results week.
Yes, we are.
So you can always have us to fall back on if you need some last-minute pieces of advice, and here we have a picture of a cat. Let us know whose cat this is. I want to know. I'm really sorry, guys. I don't know whose cat this is. But it's cute though. It's so
very
adorable.
cute. We appreciate the
Whose
cats.
is it? Give us a name. I want to know what the name of the cat is. Come on, guys. It's one of yours.
Is Lucy's cat.
Yeah.
Or Holly's cat.
Holly's cat. Patch. And I'm guessing that's
Very
because it looks like
cute.
it's got a little eye patch, which is really cute.
The review artist was asking how many games we have. There is 1 game tonight. We are going to be having 2 games tomorrow, and on Wednesday there are 6 games. So many games, and it's not something you're going to want to miss out on. And Lucy's asked for advice for A-level English or drama. I didn't take English, and you didn't either, but I did take drama. And I'd say the best thing that I did was my teacher got us to do the essays right from the beginning. So like we were doing essays probably from like September all the way through to the exam, and because of that, when it came to doing them, my timing was really good and I wasn't as nervous because I'd had loads of practice and done basically every kind of exam question that's possibly out there for them to ask. So whether your teacher does that or not, I think it's a really good thing to do. Even if you can just do like 1 essay a week at the beginning, maybe don't do them in timed conditions, just sort of get the content there, and then begin to do them in timed conditions. And something else that helped, and it will probably help for English as well because that's an essay based subject, to do that. And also when you get feedback on your essays, I used to go through the feedback. I wouldn't do it in timed conditions, but I'd go through the feedback and rewrite the essays with the feedback so I could get it up to that really good grade, and then it would sort of be ingrained in my mind as to the key things to be remembering to do each time. So those are my 2 top tips for not English, but like essay based subjects. So we've had a meme be sent in. This
the
is
cat that you saw earlier as well after Patch, that was Pongo, that was Lucy's. I just wanted to give Pongo a shout out because I felt a bit bad ignoring Pongo. I don't want to do that. While Léonie has a look at the memes, I'm just going to set this place up for the games, going to get the wheel. I've got a board to write down your names on as well.
So the first meme is teachers pretending like they haven't seen your results already. I feel like I always hate seeing teachers on results day, especially before you've got your results, because you're like, you know what I've got, and it's just kind of a bit stressful. But your teachers are there to support you when you've got your results. So if you have any issues with them, just chat to them. Flops every exam and they are crying. Yeah, hopefully that won't be any of you guys on Thursday morning. Hopefully you will be smiling and everything will be all good, and you won't be crying. But yeah, if some of your exams haven't gone quite as you hoped they would, you can maybe retake them. And if not, hopefully you'll still go into sixth form or college where you would like to.
So I have a board here actually. I'm going to write your names on here. 1, because it saves paper, it saves the trees.
MSE green.
Also, I can read out your name so you know which number you are as well when the spinner lands on a number. So that would be really helpful to see. So let's introduce this game. It's not too difficult to understand the rules of it. However, again, so what's going to be happening, you're going to see someone zoomed in face. This person is actually going to be a character in a TV show, or possibly a movie. I think they're just TV shows. Yeah. So it will be just a zoomed in part of their face or their body. You'll know what I mean with the body one. And you need to give us the full name of the character, not the actor/actress. No, we just need the character because there is a cartoon in there.
Yeah.
We don't know the character.
And also the name of the TV show that they're from. Yeah. And if they're an actor that's been in a lot of films or like TV shows, we're looking for the character that they're playing at that sort of time.
Portraying in that picture. You may not be able to tell, but I think you will.
Yes.
So please give us the full name of the character, spelt correctly. Please, no typos. It makes our job kind of difficult, and a lot of people get annoyed about it. Plus, the full name of the TV show that you know them from, all in the same comment, please. It makes it a lot easier. And we won't count it if you just put the name or just put the TV show or end up putting the actor or actress's name. So just to recap, we want the character name and the TV name together.
Yes.
So I think we are ready.
Should we start it with a practice round, just so that everyone sort of knows what is going on?
Yeah, we'll do a practice.
Cool. So the first section of the face is this.
Yes, we've got
Who
a pair
do
of
you
eyes.
think it is?
So again, give us the name of that character, not the actress or actor.
And their
Or who
TV
it
show.
is. And the TV show that they are in that moment.
So this is a practice round, so if you are one of the first people to comment, you won't be on the wheel this time, but it's just so you know what's going on, and you will be later on in the game. And we are looking for the top 2 comments, so the first and second person to get it fully right.
So remember, character name, not the person who portrays them. We are not looking for their real name, we're looking for the character name.
Yeah. There are so many answers coming in. Yeah, Harvey, you wrote an actor name. That's not what we're looking for. We are looking for the character name, so on it next time.
And we did say as well, full name of the character, but I think with this one, you have to be slightly lenient in the fact that they may be referred to something else during the whole TV show, and so we can probably just judge with our own our own knowledge and own judgment of the show, because otherwise it might end up being a bit unfair if you've given the right name.
Yeah, Boom is saying that they're slow on the keys. Don't worry, we have other
So that was the practice. The answer to that one was 11, Stranger Things. So that was the answer we were looking for.
Yeah.
Just a tip as well, usually the character will have 2 names, and if they do have 2 names, please give that to us. It just so happens that 11 is just 11 in that show. And we did have someone put L, and I would have accepted that only because all her friends call her L.
Yeah.
So that would have been fine. So it looks like you guys did get the hang of that really well.
You were really good with that round.
So let's move on to the next character then. Brilliant character.
Who is this? It looks like they've been eating some food.
Eating something. So get your answers in as quick as you can. Remember character name and TV show name.
See if this one is a little bit more difficult than the last one.
Yeah, I think the eyes usually give it away.
Yeah.
Remember, don't just give the character name because that means nothing to us.
We want the character name and TV show. Got a lot of answers coming in. I feel like it's kind of split. People have got a couple of ideas as to what show they think it's from.
Yeah.
Are they right though? If you think it's from a show that no one's mentioned yet, chuck it in there. You may be right.
I was a big fan of this TV show actually.
Yes, I loved
it. Yeah, so like as a kid, so entertaining. And like
to be fair, I'd say even now, I would happily watch this show.
Yeah, if someone put it on the TV, I'd sit and watch it. Definitely. Yeah. Let's have a look. What are you guys doing?
Nick Potter. Yes, there are games. We are playing the game right now. If you missed it before, we're basically showing a zoomed in part of someone's face, and you have to guess their character name and the TV show that they are from.
Don't worry about the actor.
Yes.
So, shall we scroll up, have a little look?
Yes, let's have a look and see who got it.
So, the answer to that one was Tracy Beaker from The Story of Tracy Beaker. Now, you may notice that she is young in that photo, and so the particular TV show we were looking for was The Story of Tracy Beaker. I saw a few people put Tracy Beaker Returns, but she was much older in that one.
Yes.
So, we're looking for that particular show. We had a couple people who were first, but all they had put was Tracy Beaker, which unfortunately we can't accept.
Someone's put Tracy Beaker Dumping Ground,
which again would be wrong.
It's not quite that,
because that was even later. I think she was like.
I think she was even older.
She was really old in that one.
I think she was like one of the carers in that one.
Yeah, and I mean technically that actress was on the show, but that character. It's a hard one.
It's a difficult one.
I really think
we need to stick with like the actual one that this picture's from. I think
it might have been Harvey.
Harvey, congratulations! You're the first person to get the full name and TV show.
So you're number one. Let's put you on here.
The second person to get it right, I think. Would you agree, Jade? Was it Cookery Corner?
Cookery Corner.
Cookery Corner. Well done to you. So if you guys didn't do quite so well, weren't quite quick enough that time, we have got 6 more rounds coming up, so there's plenty of more chances for you to try and get on the wheel.
Yes.
Right, shall we have a look at the next one?
Number 2.
Let's see how people do with this one. Whose face
Again,
is
we don't really have any eyes, which usually give it
No.
away, but perhaps the scar on the face?
Yeah.
If I was just looking at this now, I'd think the scar gives it away.
Or the beard, maybe. Maybe that will help you guys out a little bit there.
Yeah.
Harvey is going to film in TV school, so he should be good at this.
Full name of the character, please, and full name of the TV show. Just a reminder.
Keep the guesses coming in. It seems like there are a fair few different guesses in
Yeah.
here tonight.
Keep them coming. If you haven't seen the answer that you think it is, put it down anyway, because you could actually be right. So keep the answers coming.
Harvey thinks he got it wrong. We will find out very soon.
Keep on
You
guessing.
May be right, maybe wrong. And as we said before, if you've not seen a guess that you think it is, put it in there because you may be right. Keep those guesses coming in. We will give you a few more seconds to get your guesses in if you haven't already.
Yeah. Right, I think those few seconds
Yeah.
are up. Who was it?
It was Tyrion Lannister. I don't watch Game of Thrones,
do
as
I.
you can tell. But yes, this is who it was, and they were from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, so I saw a lot of you getting Game of Thrones right,
Yeah.
but a few of you were saying Jon Snow, and I knew it wasn't Jon Snow.
No, I did know that much.
So, yeah.
Fun fact, I actually have a cardboard cutout of, oh, who is it? It's one of them from Game of Thrones, and
but
I
you don't
won
watch
it.
it?
No, I don't. I won it, and a Game of Thrones society was with us, and they were very jealous.
That's really funny, actually. Okay, so first, yeah.
Cookery Corner is at it again.
Nice one.
First person this time. And who was second? There was a
Second, I
lot
think,
of Jon
was
Snow guesses. Harry.
Yeah,
Harry with a space before the Y.
So well done to you two. You are on the wheel.
Yeah. In with a chance at winning the prize tonight.
Here we go. So
This
let's have a
is
look
the
at number
next
3.
section. Who is this? It's some eyes,
What's
so you
eyes
may be
this time?
finding this one a little bit easier than the last two we had.
Who is this?
Who
Which
is
character is this? And
what TV show are they from?
TV show. Let's have a look.
There's a lot of guesses. Harvey doesn't know their name.
Come on, Harvey. Loads of different answers. Lots of the same answer, but we do have some different ones.
I remembered the name of the cutout I've got. It is Kit Harington.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, we used to have it in our window, and people would get scared of it when they'd walk by.
That's really funny.
It was quite entertaining to watch. Keep those guesses coming in. We still have time for you to get it in, and you may be the winner.
Now, I think we should ask for the full name of this person.
Yes, I think we do need the full name of this person and the TV show.
Yeah, full name. We want
So
the
first and
person.
second name. There's
Okay.
quite a lot of guesses.
Yeah, so the guesses are coming to a halt, I think. We're going to give you the answer.
It was
the classic
Joey Tribbiani from Friends. So for that one we were looking for Joey Tribbiani. As we've been saying, we do need the full name of the character. A lot of you were saying Joey Friends, which it was right, but we did need the full name. So the first person to get that one was Mick Potter. So well done to you, Mick.
Yeah.
And then there were a lot more Joey Friends guesses. The second person to get the full name was Amar. So well done to you, Amar.
Okay, so we have the
In with
numbers
a
filling up. Few more to go, so let's get on with it. Let's see who the next person
The next one
is. And I
feel like the glasses may be a giveaway there.
I'm thinking, yeah, that's a big
Yeah.
clue. Big clue.
Yeah. Get those guesses coming in.
Yes. Yeah.
There we go. Keep them coming in. We haven't had too many guesses just yet.
No, they'll all flood in a second. They all do. Yeah.
Keep those guesses I feel like this may have been a slightly easier one.
Yeah, maybe. I think it's just when there's a key thing like with the scar and
like the glasses.
Well, the scar, yeah, the glasses as well. You can kind of relate that
Gives you a bit of
to the character, I guess. It kind of is a part of them.
Yeah.
So it's a funny one.
Some people are saying they don't watch many shows. Maybe this will be your chance. After this, you might watch some more. Maybe you'll hear a TV show that you hadn't heard of before.
Yeah, I think out of all these TV shows we've got, the only one I haven't seen is Game of Thrones.
Yes.
But I knew the character from that one anyway because it's such a big franchise. So hopefully you guys will be able to get these ones.
Fingers crossed for you all. Make sure you're getting those guesses in, and then we will let you know who it was.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I love this one.
Good one.
Shall we reveal the full face?
Yeah, I think we should.
So it was Jim from Friday Night Dinner.
Yeah, so it is just Jim. They call him Jim.
That is
it's
his
just
name.
Jim.
Just Jim.
It's just Jim. So, who was first?
First was Will Moore. So well done, Will. Who is that, Emily? It is Jim.
It's Jim.
And the second person was Harry again.
Harry.
So well done to you, Harry. Doing very good there.
Nice one.
Don't put too many spoilers in the comments, please, just in case people haven't watched it. I mean, I feel like Friday Night Dinner's been out for a while, so people probably will have seen it. But just in case, don't read next comment if you don't want spoilers.
Yeah, so we do have a comment actually from MSE, just apologising for any feedback on the audio.
Yeah.
Not too sure what's going on. We do apologise. But yeah, there's not much we can do about it tonight. But the games will carry on. We have 3 more questions left. That means 6 more of you are going to get on the wheel. So
let's reveal the next part of the person.
So this is the body.
Is
this is the body one I was talking about, because I think the face would just be much too easy.
Yeah. So what's their name and
this?
what are they from?
Where are they from? What do they do? Who are they? Yeah. I liked this show too.
So quickly while we're playing the game, someone has asked you, Jade, what results did you get?
For a second I
uni.
forgot. So I got to uni. That was all I cared about, really.
Yeah.
I got a B and 2 C's, which I wasn't expecting. I was actually expecting to get better than that. But I did everything I could, so I couldn't be mad about it.
No.
I literally have no regrets because I tried so hard. I honestly tried so hard. So it just must reflect my ability.
I think they must have been quite difficult exams from what I heard as well.
So difficult. But I got to uni and yeah, it was a good day. Very good day finding my results and seeing that I was in.
So
loads of people now.
There are a lot of answers in here.
Wow, okay.
So many.
Let's go then. Let's reveal.
So it was Diego from Dora the Explorer or Go Diego Go.
Yeah.
We would accept either.
Because he looks exactly the same in both.
Yes.
So unlike Tracy Beaker,
she looks quite different.
Diego doesn't age. He doesn't age.
No. So the first person to get it right was Sam Sage.
No.
Diego from Dora the Explorer.
Cool. There we go.
And the second person.
Gotta have the full name of everything.
Yeah. So I would say it's Ryan 1704.
There we go.
Well done to you, Ryan. And if you haven't got onto the board just yet, we have still got 2 more rounds, so you do still have a chance at getting on there.
Yeah.
Let's show the next part of the
next
face.
2 also have eyes in them, so
yes,
maybe
that may help you out a little bit.
This one is quite generic, but I think if you do, if you know this
them,
show,
then
you will know it. So for those of you who may not have seen the show, it's a hard one.
Yes.
Not a major character until a little bit in, I think. I was a fan of the show.
And
too.
remember, we are looking for the full name. We need the full name of the TV show and the
full
character
name.
that they play.
Full name. That means 2 names. Little clue for you guys. 2 names. Well,
2 names there.
Their first and second name.
Yeah.
Just all one name, but
both parts.
I'm a big fan of the show. Love it.
Yeah, as we've said in the comments, this is 2 last chances to get your name on the Wheel of Fun.
Loads of comments coming in.
So many.
Keep your guesses coming in. A few different ones actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see how some of these actually look really similar.
Yeah.
That's
it's quite difficult.
A weird resemblance actually. Yeah.
Shall we reveal the full face? So it was in fact Blaine Anderson from Glee, and so we did need both parts of the name. A lot of you did just put Blaine from Glee at the beginning. So the first person to get the full name was Amar, so well done to you. And the second person to get the correct full name was Alice Burton. So well done to you guys.
Nice one.
You made it onto the Wheel of Fun. If you haven't already made it on there and you are wanting to, we've got our final round coming up, and I think it is a bit of an easier one. So get your quick typing on there because people may be rushing with their answers.
I'm really excited for this one. It's like,
so am I.
I watch this show still, and it's been one of my ultimate favourite shows.
So let's take a little look at their face.
There we go. Who are they portraying? Well, yeah. Which
Who
character
did they
is
play?
it? Which character is it? And from what TV show is this specific character from? It's a good show, man. These are all good shows. I really like this game. Has been really good tonight. I mean, they always are, but specifically, I think it's just I'm happy because if I was sat at home, I would have done well.
Yeah.
Whereas usually I'm like,
bad.
I don't know.
So keep those guesses coming in. There are a few different things that people are thinking.
Gotta get the full name. You guys have been really quick with these again tonight, but that doesn't surprise me because you always are.
You're always so good at the game.
Honestly, it's seconds and then you will come in with answers and it's amazing. I can't think that quickly, let alone type.
Have enjoyed the game tonight and you have a request for a game you'd like to play another night, we do have a lot of games coming up over this GCSE Results week, so let us know what games you'd like to play in the comments, and we will try and play those games for you, and there are plenty more chances to be winning and getting on the Wheel of Fun.
Yeah, so we only have a couple of minutes left of the live now, so I think we should reveal who that is.
It is Kat Valentine from Victorious.
Yeah. Such a good show.
Yeah.
It's just really funny. It's just some bops as well.
Yeah.
I have a few on my playlist. Anyway, let's see.
The first person to get the full name and from the correct TV show and everything was Holly Bennett. Well done, Holly. And the second person was Tasha Putt. So well done to you guys. There have been a lot of different names on here tonight.
Yeah,
no one is sort of.
I think Harry's got a couple.
Yeah, and so's Cookery Corner. But there's been a lot of different people on there tonight.
So I'll turn it round maybe, just so you can see what I've been writing down. I'll read them out though. My writing is horrible, but I'll just show as proof that I have everyone's names next to numbers.
This is the numbers.
Who is on the wheel? We've got, number 1 we have Harvey Walding. Number 2, Cookery Corner. Number 3, Cookery Corner. 4, Harry. 5, Mick Potter. 6, Amar. 7, Wilmore. 8, Harry. 9, Sam Sage. 10, Ryan 1704. 11, Amar. 12, Alice Burton. 13, Holly Bennett. And 14, Tasha Putt. So that is it.
That's who is on the board.
Let you spin the wheel and we can see who wins the prize.
The winner tonight is number 6, which is Amar. Well done, Amar. To claim your prize, you need to head over to Instagram, find us at My Student Events, and send us a DM to let us know who you are, and we will let you know how you can get your prize.
Yep, so that has been our big Results Season 2019 GCSE Results live launch. Just to recap, we have some really exciting lives coming up. We have one tomorrow where we will be having 1 game. We also have one on Tuesday where we'll be having 3 games. And then on Wednesday, we'll be taking you from 8 p.m. right through to 2 a.m. For those of you who won't be able to sleep before your results. There will be games every single hour. Plus, we will be having
crazy.
on the hour. We will be having our subject o'clock, and we'll be able to just discuss basically
How
what
the
you guys
exams went.
Yeah, what you had to endure over May and June.
And
So-
also, we will have Olivia, who started it off with a live takeover today. She will be back exclusively live on MSE on Wednesday evening and Thursday morning.
Yeah.
So we will be with you all the way to getting those results.
Yeah. So I hope you've enjoyed the live, and we will see you tomorrow.